What's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Night here at Heavy Cardboard. Teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy, board games, war games, 18XX. I am your host, Edward Euler. Y'all know those two.
Derek?
Trey.
All right, today, big one. Carnegie, designed by Xavier Georges and published by Quinted Games. And a big thanks to those guys, because they had copies. And so we're playing, I think it's Shrey's, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're playing Shrey's copy. I don't have a copy. I've heard about this game for like 2 years. 2.5 years. They're like, oh, Carnegie. And I'm like, okay. And then, oh, Carnegie. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I fully expected this to be Castles of Burgundy-esque in a sense that just total midweight, just whatever. And my anticipation for this game was really tempered because I just didn't expect this to be much of anything. And wow, I was wrong. It's rare that I'm pleasantly surprised with games. This one definitely did that. Spoiler.
We did bother you in 2019 to try to make you play it.
Right. It's crazy. But yeah, these guys have played it a lot, especially that one, especially Derek. Like 30 some odd times, right?
30 even, but I mean,
that'd be 30 something.
We're even.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm one fewer than him.
Yeah.
Played it once, but I was pretty smitten with it. Usually by the time a game ends, I'm like, on games that I was excited about, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I think y'all are going to definitely enjoy this. Ian O'Toole's artwork helps. The production quality is ridiculous in a good way. We'll highlight that probably at the end of the stream and as we go along. But that said, sit back. We played this 4 players, ran a little long, so we decided to stream it 3 players. So I know hopefully y'all are ready. They're ready. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to bring the cameras down as I want to do. That's code for, oh, Edward forgot to take the cameras down. So there you go. Eventually, we will say bye. Eventually, we will say bye. Bye! There we go. All right. Hey, this game, inspired by the life of Andrew Carnegie. That's it. That's as far as we need to go with that. Andrew Carnegie, not exactly a patron saint of the working man, you might say. Was big into union busting and just abusing his workers left and right for the almighty dollar. So not a great dude. Did a lot of great things. You be the judge. So this isn't necessarily celebration of his life. And honestly, I think they could have put any other name on the cover and kept the artwork and done everything else and given it a different setting, and it would have been fine. But that said, welcome to Carnegie. So what is it you're looking at? So victory point track, round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. That is the goal of the game. We have 4 donation tracks. We're going to be donating for endgame scoring. And we're going to be placing discs up there, and they're going to have an increasing cost as the game goes along. Then the U.S. for building different infrastructure out here and building up our networks is divided into 4 different areas. You got the East, you have the Midwest, you have the South, and you have the West. Pretty straightforward. Different industries out here in the different cities, and we'll be placing discs to build a network. Okay? We have where workers are going to go out on missions out here into the 4 locations. We have an in-game scoring little reminder over there. Then we have the timeline. The timeline is kind of one of the core things in this game. Pretty cool, clever little turn mechanism area over there. Enough on that. We have our player boards. Our player boards, all of us have essentially 5 different offices printed on the board. We have workers in them. If they're standing up, they're active. If they're laying down, they're inactive. We have a lobby, which is where all your inactive workers start out. And then we have development tiles or tracks, if you will. These are double-sided. We are playing on the B side tonight because we're all experienced and we can do so. So there's an A side and a B side on these. We'll talk about that more as we go along. Everybody starts with $12, and 4 resource cubes. Now, we're playing with the Deluxe Edition. Let me go ahead and show you all this. So the Deluxe Edition, the trays, everything comes punched. It's ridiculous in the best way possible. However, the downside, the metal cubes, which are weapons, they're so heavy. The metal cubes, too shiny. The shiny money, too shiny for the stream. So that's why we're playing with poker chips. It is great components, just shiny. So we didn't use them for our stream. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's pretty much everything you're looking at out here. Then we have the different departments. There are, as you can see, 16 different departments in the base game. We are going to be removing, I believe it's 8 of those before the game starts. We have different donation tracks that can cover these. We'll decide whether or not we're going to use those as well. And finally, we have the Deluxe Edition, as I mentioned. So it has an asymmetric start, which we are going to be using tonight, which I think this is, there's no reason to ever not play with this, honestly. So there's that. There's solo stuff, but you guys will see that tomorrow. All right, so that's it. So what is it we're trying to do in Carnegie? It's a very mild point salad. And what I mean by that is we're going to get points from a number of different things here, but it's no more point salad than, say, a Vital Lacerda game would be considered a point salad. So, a moment, there we go. So, the goal of the game is victory points. We're going to get points for, you know, having workers available, have built new departments in our companies, and then where we are on our development tracks, and then how well we have built our networks, and then for donations, and then for any points for any cities that we have built infrastructure in. So basically, in a nutshell, we're going to be using workers. Let me back that up. We're going to use the timeline to trigger certain actions. Those actions, we are then going to all take the same action between the 4 actions to go ahead and activate things, to be able to make donations, which are straight in-game points, to be able to send our guys or our workers out for missions, to be able to potentially get us income later on, to be able to build up our networks out here, all in the hopes of victory points for those things that I just covered. In a nutshell, that's kind of the gist of the game. All right, but how do you play? Well, the game centers around the timeline. So there are 4 different actions available in this game. They are human resources, or as we call it, the move action. This is where you're going to be able to move your workers on your player board into different departments, okay? The second one is going to be management. This is going to allow you to basically acquire money and goods to be able to then, from there, build new departments. So that's how you're mostly going to be doing that. The next one here is going to be construction. This is predominantly going to be building your network out on the main board. And then there's R&D. There's research and development, which is going to do a host of things. Boosting your tracks up here, which again, in-game points as well as some in-game stuff. And also go ahead and slide out your little doohickeys, your little production tracks, to be able to, be able to put more discs out on the board, and as well as being able to get better income. All right? So the game takes place over 20 rounds. Yep, you heard it, 20 rounds. So how this is going to work is, first thing that's going to happen is the first player is going to select a timeline. So they're going to take the handy-dandy little gear, and they're going to activate whatever is next to the right of these markers. So, and this is either going to generate some amount of income, or it's going to be, hey, y'all can make donations. Every player will do each of these things once, possibly multiple times, but they will do it in turn order. So if I'm the first player and I choose HR, we're going to put that. I don't have to. I could say, hey, let's start with R&D. If so, we're going to make donations. Sorry. I will make a donation. Derek can make a donation. Shrey can make a donation. Then from there, everybody is going to do the R&D action itself. Now, this is how the rule book tells you to do this. What we have found works a little bit better is we're going to actually move that forward. We're going to trigger that donation, move that forward and put that on top, and that's going to be the R&D. Okay, because hey, what's going to be coming up next, available, et cetera, et cetera. It's a visual thing that we found works a little bit easier. So we're going to trigger the timeline first things first. Then we're going to do the event. Then we're going to use departments. So if you take a look at our player boards, and in fact, I'll go ahead and just mostly look at the buildings themselves. Each of the employees out here are going to be associated with different types of actions. So whether that is management, whether that's HR, R&D, etc., anywhere you have an active worker or multiple active workers, you're going to be able to trigger those buildings. So whoever the active player is, so if I'm the first player, I'm the active player, and if I did R&D, I will get to do this. Then after I am done with R&D, then Derek will get to do his R&D on his board, then Shrey, etc., etc. Then after all that's said and done, any workers that are laying down can be stood up if they are in different offices in which they can work and not just the lobby. We'll go over that in detail, obviously, as we go along. Rinse and repeat. After I've taken that action, the first player marker, choo-choo, will go, and Derek can choose, again, any of the 4 actions. So, again, HR, production, yada, yada, yada. All that makes sense? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the nuts and bolts of this a little bit more now. All right, so pretty much hammered the timeline, but make a donation. If we're going to go ahead and make a donation, let's go ahead and take a look at the donations. How this is going to work is every player has a whole bunch of discs available to them. They can choose for the first donation, spend $5. If it's their second donation, 10, 15, 20, etc., and claim one of the various donation spots that are out there. And that's just going to be straight up end-game points, which are these blue markers out there. Hey, if I want that, 7 points guaranteed at the end of the game. However, you'll notice that each of the donations is capped at 12, so maybe 7's not the best ideal. But wherever I may put it, let's say I put it right there, for each of my tracks that is advanced up to the choo-choo level, they're going to score 3 points. So there are 4 of those, max 12. Hey, all right, cool, easy enough, right? Pretty straightforward. The important thing to note is once they're claimed, nobody else can claim them. There are rule breakers out there, but for the base rule, that is it. So if I claim that, then Derek can choose to spend the $5 to the bank, put out a donation, then Shrey, boom, done. Okay? Easy enough, done. So that's how donations work. Then, for anything else, has to do with a region. And we're actually going to double back on how that works for the income. But what I will say is, if you have workers out here, whatever the region is that's triggered, if we say here with the East, if we have some available workers that are out there, anybody that has workers out there may remove any number of workers that they have from there and get whatever is at the bottom of wherever their marker is. So in this case, I remove, if I choose to do so, I remove my worker, I get $1, and then we look at our player board and we're going to get some, hopefully, some kind of income as well out of that. I'll do that, then Derek will have the same choice here in the East because we're activating the East, then Shrey will, and then we're going to take the associated action on the timeline. So, easiest way I know how to teach the game, just go at this top to bottom for the most part. So we'll start with HR. So when HR is the chosen action, then we come over to our player board, and how this works is you have your workers down here. At the beginning of the game, you start with a printed worker already down here in the HR department and one active worker there, and then one active worker in each of the other printed buildings and 5 others in the base game. So we take a look, because we're taking the HR action, it says, hey, anybody that you have standing up at a desk in that office counts as one multiple of that action. So in this case, it is movement. So you can move, if I didn't have that, I still have a permanent standing worker, I can move workers a total of 3 movement. And you'll notice all movement in this game is orthogonal when we're moving. But as it is, I have a worker there, so I get 6 movement at the beginning of the game. So how that's going to work is any of these workers that are here in the lobby or any workers that I have in buildings, including the HR department. So you say at the very beginning of your turn, how much movement do I have? I have 6. If I choose to move this 1, I can lay him down right there. I still have 5 movement left, even though I have moved that worker. That's an important point to point out. But let's say I could choose to go and keep that there. So I can move these to any available department on my board and or empty spaces out here on the board. Why? Because there's going to be benefits for putting out new departments in places that you already have workers out there. But as it is, maybe I choose, hey, I think some of the other players might go ahead and take that construction action. So I'm going to move 1, 2, and anytime a worker is moved to a different department or a different room, if you will, they lay down, even if they were standing. If they were laying down, they continue to lay down. So that would be 2. Maybe I do 3, 4. I have 6 movement. I could do 5, 6 and do something like that. Even though that worker does not have a desk, that worker will never activate until they have a desk in which to activate. But I might be planning for moves later in the future, so keep that in mind, okay? But as it is, let's say that's 4 movement, 5, and maybe I do something like this, 6, like that. Boom, there's all my movement. I'm done. So after I've used that department, now if I had any other HR departments, I could then activate that, and you'll see that more when we get up here. I could then activate that building, or I could have activated that building first, et cetera, et cetera. Once I am done with all the departments on my board, I may choose to pay to stand up or activate any available worker that's on my board. So this one, you'll notice that a lot of these have money shown at the bottom of the board. Some of these do not. Any that don't are free to stand up. So going forward now, anytime I take this action, hey, that's going to give me 9 movement. Okay, good. Standing, he's in the library or in the lobby. They are in the lobby. I could pay $3 to stand that one up, and then I could pay 2, 0, 2, or 4 to stand those up. You are never forced to go ahead and stand up any of those workers, but it probably behooves you to do so. So if I did, then hey, I paid that amount of money, and now whenever somebody takes those actions, they're more efficient. They're better actions. I get to do that actions more. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So that's the HR action in a nutshell, right there. Any questions on HR or anything that? No? All right. I think that works. All right. All right. So now, I said we're going to go in order. I lied. Now we're going to go ahead and jump on down here to R&D. Okay? R&D is going to allow you to do 2 different things. R&D is going to allow you to advance on the tracks out here, as well as advance these on your player board. So let's go ahead and take a look at the player board, and I'm a little bit more zoomed out on this one because R&D has to do with the 4 project tasks, if you will, over here. So how this works is you'll notice, and in fact, let's go ahead and bring it in a little tighter for this. The R&D that you start with is for every one that is staffed by a worker, you get 3 R&D points. So in this case, 6 R&D points. If I had it like that, that would be 9. If I had it like that, that would be 6. You get the idea. So as it is, I have 6 R&D to be able to do a couple of different things. So if you take a look at the projects, each of the projects shows a number that's going to allow us to pull this out for the cost of what that is. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's always going to be 1 to 4 going low to high. So this is housing, this is industry, this is, we call it bridges, but it's public infrastructure, I believe, and commerce, that's it. There we go. All right. So if I choose, I can mix and match however I want between the projects as well as the tracks on the board. So I could do 1, I could do 2, I could do 3, and now you'll notice if I do any more, it's going to cost another 2. I could do for 5, and then, well, the other one would be wasted because that's going to cost 2, that's going to cost 5 now. Again, we're playing on the quote-unquote advanced side on those tracks. Once you have done all of that, and let's say for argument's sake, it might more realistically look like maybe, say, that, and hey, there's 6. When I do so, I'm going to reach into my little tray here, and I'm going to add new discs onto any space that I just uncovered. Because these discs are going to come into play whenever we do construction to be able to build out on the board. But as you go along, you'll notice that some of these spaces do not have circles on them. You don't put discs there. Blue hexes, well, 2, 4, what's a 7, 7? Whatever that shape is, blue those are end-game victory points. Red ones are in-game, during the game. Blue, end of game.
End of game.
Okay, all right. So as it is, maybe I spent my 6 like that. But let's say instead, maybe I went ahead and just did that, so I spent 3 of my points to go ahead and do that. Well, in that case, now let's go ahead and talk about the other tracks. Now, there are 4 tracks. They are functionally identical, except the bonus that you're going to get potentially is going to be different, but they all work the same. So to be able to move from the first level to the second level is going to cost 1 R&D, 3, 3, and 5. To get to the last spot, first one there gets it. They immediately get whatever the bonus is, $10, or possibly 3 resource cubes, and only one player can have their disc in that, okay? Important to note on that. So I spent 3 points, so maybe I do, that's a 4th point, and you'll notice that one's 3. Or maybe instead of that, I did, there's my 6 between that and those. And that is R&D in a nutshell. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay? Clear? Good? All right, that's R&D. So next, we'll go ahead and talk about management. All right? But before we talk about management, now we're going to double back to what happens with the income spots. Okay? So the income spots, okay, hey, the Midwest is going to get triggered, and let's say it were something along the lines of that. So if you take a look, so the Midwest is triggered, and just indulge me, everybody throw out a worker out there. There we go. So let's say we have it like this. Okay, whoever the first player is, in this case it's Shrey, let's say, blue, do you wish to go ahead and activate your income? If so, you take the worker back. They immediately go back to your lobby. Hey, that frees them up for that HR movement to be able to go and staff another department, get $1, and then get extra income. But when it becomes my turn, I have 2 workers out there. I could, if I wish, 0, 1, or 2. If I take 1 worker back, goes back onto my lobby, every worker I do, I'm going to get 3 R&D immediately. What's that R&D? That 3 could be, boom, like that. Or it could be somewhere else, or it could be back to the being able to do those, okay? Easy enough. It is only where your marker is. It is not your work where your marker is or to the left. It is only exactly there. If I choose to remove or take back both of my workers, I get 6 R&D. Important to note, it's not 3 and 3. The reason I'm saying that is because it's 6, so the things that cost 4, I could do a 4 and a 2. It's not a 3 and a 3. I do want to point that out. But in addition, when I take a worker back, I get that R&D. But in addition to that, I'm then going to get whatever I have on my projects. So my projects, so you'll notice I have discs out here. But as the game goes along, I might have something along the lines of, say, that. And let's say I've already placed that one as well. When I get income, I'm going to get 1 resource cube, and I'm going to get an additional 2, 3, possibly $4, or an additional worker. So the worker, everybody has some amount that are, or 5, I should say, that are locked up, that have not been unlocked yet. That's what our workers out here are doing. So if you wish, anytime you see that icon, in lieu of whatever the other bonus is, you could take a worker. So in this case, I would get a cube, $3, and a worker. And whenever the workers come back or come into the game, they come into your lobby there. But now, let's say I had chosen to take both of my workers back. I double this up, right? Because I took 2 workers, so that's going to be a total of 6
Study
R&D.
R&D.
Okay? But, however, regardless of the number of workers you removed, to a minimum of 1,
That's it.
a maximum of whatever, you still only get these one time.
One
So
time.
if I took 2 workers, I still get 1 cube, $3 and a worker, or $4 and no worker. Is that clear? I want to stress the difference. This is per worker. This is once per income. Okay, that makes sense? All right, good. So we got that. Good there. Good enough. All right. So now let's actually talk about what management does. All right. So management, let's go and get back to our buildings here. Management, you have 2 buildings. You may activate these in any order, left to right, right to left, top to bottom, whatever, however you want to do it. But it's important to note, when you activate a building, you activate that building and
Department.
that department fully before you move on to the other one. So let's say, for argument's sake, we had something like this. This department, I'm going to keep saying building, I apologize. This one says I can either, for every active worker, take $3 or a resource, or I could send them on a mission, and if I do so, get $6, 2 cubes, whichever I choose, right? So let's say for this one, I say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take the $3 from the bank. Okay, done. Does not lay down. Keep that in mind. They're just, that one's done. But then this one, I could choose either of those. Sending them out on a mission. Well, I mentioned you're going to have workers out here. How do you do so? Hey, you pick up that specific worker that is doing that action. They come out and they go into any of the available regions, the West, the Midwest, et cetera, et cetera. So, hey, maybe I go ahead, I'm looking, oh wow, there's a lot of East coming, so maybe I want to get that activated so I get my income, so they come back, et cetera, et cetera. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Do some work.
And when that worker goes out, get $6 or 2 cubes. Pretty simple. Now that building is completely done. Now I could have done that for both of them, and then there would be nobody left in there, and that's okay. But you may want to get more in there, et cetera, et cetera. Once that building is completely done, I then move on to this building. Or if I chose to start with that one, you get the idea. This is how you get more departments into your work area. If there is a worker already there, so on a previous move, I'd done 2 movement, something like that. There is a worker there just hanging out. This is why you might do that. It only costs 1 resource cube to choose any of the available departments to place onto your player board. If I choose to place it anywhere there isn't one, and there's no adjacency, there's none of that. So what I mean by that is I could place the new department in any of those available 10 spots, okay? But if I choose to place it on that one, it only costs 1 cube, whereas the others will cost 2 cubes. Now, all of those are the available departments. Now, we will start with less of those in our game, depending on player count, etc. And there are 2 of each of these. But you'll notice that they are organized. All of these up here are HR, because they have the HR. Then there is management, then there's construction, and there's R&D. Okay? Easy enough. And we'll go through those as the game goes along. We don't need to go over those in detail right now. But the only thing you were limited to in that case is the number of active workers that you have. So you could do 0 to up to 3 if you had 3 here. Okay? Just because I have multiple workers does not mean I must do it. I may do it if I wish. Okay? That makes sense?
Yep.
That is management. So the next one to go over is construction. Not production, sorry, construction. So again, that will have moved over, and maybe it is possible that it ends up something like that, theoretically. Unlikely, but what I'm saying is all of these don't have to move all in the same line. So they are independent of one another, okay? So that said, okay, hey, East triggers. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I'm the only one. Okay, cool.
Imagine that.
There we go. And so now, construction. Construction is simply going ahead and building new I keep wanting to call it infrastructure, but yeah, your network. You're going to be building your network out here on the board. That has to do with that building out here that starts on your board. For every one of your workers that is there, they can go on a mission, and then they will spend 1 or 2 cubes to go ahead, and this is where these come in. A moment. There we go. So, I have 2 active workers, and I say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and send 2 of them. I messed that up. I apologize. There we go. So I'm going to send them both out. I could choose to do 0 to 2. So this one goes out, and notice the cost is either 1 cube if it's housing or commerce, 2 if it's public infrastructure or if it's industry. So let's say I want to go ahead and start with, say, housing. I don't have to, I just want to. If there are multiple discs available, you must always take from the right. So in this case, I must take this one, and then I take one of these workers, and they have to go out on a mission. So this came from
Housing.
housing, thank you. So where I wish to place this worker is going to, these are tied together now, okay? If I place this worker here in the east, then I have to place in the east. If I place it in the south, yada, 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 okay? Pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and say I placed it down here in the south. So this now has to go on commerce. I'm sorry, on housing. Housing is available, as you can see out there. So there's 1 there, there's 2 there. Those are the only ones. In addition, though, to the actual major cities and mid-tier cities, there are small cities like Charleston, Memphis, El Paso, etc. So if I chose to place in Charleston, then I immediately get whatever this track is at. So hey, I get $1. If it were here, I get $7. So there might be reasons for where to place. But to start out with, you know what? I hear New Orleans is beautiful this time of year. We're going to New Orleans. At the end of the game, that's going to be worth 3 points. In addition to that, that counts as 1 link for in-game scoring for infrastructure. So now, let's go ahead and show that a little bit closer. So let's go ahead and move. And let's bring that over a little. So, what we're talking about is this. So, you'll notice that each of these tracks has either a wagon, a stagecoach, and then a locomotive. And then the major cities represented in this game, San Francisco, then Chicago, New Orleans, and New York. Okay? Each of those have some number of link. So, San Francisco's 2, the other ones are 1. For contiguously connected network, I currently have 1 link. But if I were to build, say, something out here, ends up like that, and I can connect them somehow, as convoluted as you want to get, that now would give me 2 links. That 2 links is going to be worth some number of points, 3, 6, or 9. What's going to determine that? Where the tracks are in that linked network. So for instance, let's say I have that and I have that there, maybe. Both of these are at locomotive or further. So therefore, I'm going to be at 9 points. But you might be asking yourself, if that marker is there, that's all the way back here at wagon. That's okay. Why? Because it's not part of my network. My network is between New York and New Orleans. Does that make sense? All right? But if you wanted to get all 4 of these connected, then it's going to look at all 4 of the tracks, et cetera, and then you'll be looking at the big, points up there.
And you always look at your biggest single network.
Yeah.
Right. And if you have like a 3 and a 3, guess what? It's worth 3. It's 1 network, like Shrey said. All right? All right. So, pretty straightforward. That was weird. There we go. So then I get to do this again, taking whatever discs that I want from there, going right to left, paying those cubes, provided you have the cubes to be able to pay. Okay, it goes out on the board. Again, this would be linked with whatever one I go and with whatever region I do. That's pretty much the game in a nutshell. We're going to do that 20 times. Now, as these markers advance along, there is one last available space over here on the timeline for each of them. When you take that action, you're going to not only be able to get income in whatever the region pictured is, so South, Midwest, East, West, you're also going to be able to place a donation. Each player can do that. And once a marker has made it all the way to there, you might be thinking to yourself, nobody else can choose construction. You would be wrong. So if it ended up realistically, maybe it's something along the lines of like that. And somebody says, hey, the next player chooses to do construction. What's going to happen is the next one down, or if it's the bottom one, it would roll up to the one on the top. We would actually get Midwest income. This would flip over, face down, and hey, we're doing the construction action. Okay? Then every player does that, and then at the end of that, then this will come off, and that will flip back over. So that's one less R&D. If R&D had made it to the end, then this one, same thing, we would trigger that. That would advance, and then the end of the game is triggered when all 4 of the markers in 20 turns have been taken there. So at that point, then we go into endgame scoring. Now, we have not talked about this handy-dandy little tile. In a 4-player game, everybody gets one. In a 3-player game, 1 player gets it, which is the last player only.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This says, hey, you don't like the action somebody chose? You don't have to do that action. This is your get-out-of-jail-free card. You can choose to spend this and not score the 3 points at the end of the game, and choose any of the 4 actions available, but then it's out of the game. It's a one-time use. But that said, if you haven't used it, 3 points. Then, for every active worker on your player board, you were going to score 1 point. Active, meaning standing up. Then, for every department that you have on your board, is going to score you 2 points or 3 points, respectively, depending on where it is. So you'll notice on your player board here, there is a 2 for each of those, right? So if you place it here, it's going to be worth 2 points at the end of the game. You might just go boom, 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 boom. There's a lot of movement, though, that you're going to be out of. So keep that in mind as you go. So 2 points or 3 points. Then finally, this is going to be on your project
tabs
that have pulled out, any points that are on those. Now, I did mention at the end of the game, well, we'll get there. I'll talk about it. Then you're going to score your links, like I've already covered. Then you're going to go ahead and score the cities, where you have a disc. Everywhere you have a disc, 3 points, 1 point, 2 points, whatever it may be.
Multiple discs in the same city.
Yes. So if I had all 3 of LA, that's 9 points, because 3 points for each disc if I had all 3 there, or 2, it'd be 6. And then finally, donations. Now, because we are playing on the advanced side of the board of the little projects, these, as they slide out, 3 points, but if you were to slide that out further, this says each of your donations can score 3 points higher. So they're not capped at 12 for you, they're capped at 15.
Yep, you still have to do them.
Or 18. Or 21. Or 24. God bless you if you're able to do
luck
that.
with
Right,
that.
yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, so keep that in mind. Whoever has the most
I'd like
points
to see
wins.
2. That would be cool.
That would be cool. But there you go. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. In addition, I think there are 2 other things that I forgot to talk about. You can always get rid of a resource cube for $1 at any point. Not a good return ROI on those, but you can. And in the base game, everybody starts with 4 cubes and $12. However, we're playing with one of the expansions, which is called A New Beginning. And honestly, there's just no reason to not do this. All right, so here we go. Unless it's your first game, then don't do that. Everybody starts with 50 theoretical dollars. If you choose the middle, that is the base stuff that you would get in the base game. 4 goods cubes, 5 workers in your lobby, 0 victory points, and 6 setup moves. And that, if you were to subtract 12, 16, and 10 respectively from 50, what would that give you?
$12.
Yay, that's what you start with. But now, every player can vary that. Hey, I don't need more goods cubes. I'm only going to spend $6, so that's $6 more I'm going to have than at the base game. Or I really want a lot of cubes. Okay, you can do so. You want more workers in your lobby or less? Okay. Oh, you want to go and get a leg up in victory points or sacrifice victory points? You can do that for getting money positive as opposed to paying. And setup moves. Man, I want to be able to staff my departments better. Well, you can do so. It's just going to cost you. In addition to that, to hell with random first player. Bid for that bad boy, but it's blind bidding. Keep that in mind, okay? And if tied, I don't know. I will have to look that up in a moment, okay? But there you go. That's what we're going to play with. So, boom, done. Any questions? Did I forget anything?
So there's...
And we also have some other setups to do for
we have to do the departments, we have to do the donations, we have to do the housing, initial housing,
Yep.
and then the initial department.
And I wanted to do all this on camera,
yes,
right?
the order of that, yeah.
So let me bring up the cameras real quick. And the reason, full disclosure, the reason I put the poll in that I did today, over half of y'all that voted in this have not played Carnegie, nor have you watched a playthrough. Now, the reason we did that is we wanted to see how much new stuff to introduce, because this is the first stream we're doing of it, but if it's your first stream watching, and it seems like more than half of y'all in 100 votes, so we're going to not do any of the advanced donations. That's what those 4 tiles are. Go ahead and remove those since over half of the folks have not seen this.
Okay.
But we will do this. And we'll do the B side, so that's enough variation, I think, to start out with. Okay, and we'll do the new beginning, like I said. All right, so going through setup here. There it is.
Hey, there's 99 votes and 87 people watching.
Some people had to run. That's okay. All right, before step 6 of setup, which is where we're at. Everybody does a bidding sheet and then chooses all of their stuff. Now,
do we do this before removing departments? Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait. No. We removed departments.
I mean,
first.
you kind of need to know.
Fine. All right, so we have an 8-sided die.
Well,
right?
what we do here at Heavy Cardboard is try to make the game as hard as possible on us.
So we're going to do row and column.
Okay.
So here we go. 1, so there, 3.
So, wait, we did...
Row.
Okay, so 1, and then...
And 3.
This one.
Nope.
Oh, I thought it was,
yeah, 8-sided. You're right. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I like that. I like that one.
Oh, that okay. So
like
here we
that
ought to
one, too.
probably let's go ahead and hit on the ones that get removed.
But
Yeah.
get a close up of what our sorrow.
So we removed this one, which
Yeah.
is... So there's duplicates of each one.
There's 2 of each.
Yeah, this one is you can send a person on a mission to either take $8 or get 8 movement.
Just for that one worker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that one of them might be left. We'll see. So here we go. 3. So it's a second.
Don't roll a 1.
8.
So that's this one, which is...
Okay. So that is pretty self-explanatory.
That's R&D?
Yep. For R&D. Okay. That's removed. We're removing 8 of these because 3-player game. Okay. 6.
6.
So yep. 7. So bottom. That one.
That one is...
double donation.
Oh, that is the donation rule breaker where I said that, if somebody's already gone there, you can't go there.
Right.
Well, notice, if R&D is selected, this triggers, and you may choose to take the person that's staffing that and put it out and pay a normal donation cost, but you can go where another player already has a disc. Okay. All right. 7. So the last one.
Oh, last one, yeah.
And 1.
Oh, the lobby.
Oh, okay. So this one,
sad.
the extra lobby is, hey, you put it out there, and your new workers or returned workers can go somewhere else on your board.
I mean, it does cost.
Well, it costs an extra 2 white cubes, 2 goods cubes to actually to play this.
Build
one.
it, right? All right. 8. So last one and 1. Oh, both the lobbies are gone.
No lobbies.
Oh. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
It's random.
Yeah.
So that's 5, right?
Yeah.
3 more.
We don't need no stinking
8.
elevators.
All these passive buildings.
And 8. So this one says you're advancing on the tracks Costs 1 less R&D. Not now. Okay. 5. So third row. Oop. And 2. Top one. And that one says the worker that is there can go on a mission and score 1 point for every active worker that is on your entire player board.
Every 2 active workers.
Every 2 active workers. Right. So what is that? 6 or 7?
That's 7.
Okay, last one. 4. 3. That one is whenever somebody, it's $8 or 3 cubes.
He's like, he knows that's my favorite bullet.
Yeah, so there you go. So those are the 8 that were removed. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so now
do we...
let me, so we had that. We need block those. No, we do the new beginning
So
first.
we don't choose our initial department yet.
Not yet.
And housing.
I do not believe so. Starting with no, we do not. And I'm looking up for if tied for bidding. In the event of a tie, the first player will be the tied player who spent the most or the highest total amount on all their bids. If still tied, it's random between them. Okay, do y'all have pen or pencil over there? Okay.
Do you want to pull your disc off New Orleans and reset your south?
Okay, so yeah, let me go in.
Okay, I don't know what. So I've never played with the New Beginning, so I'm not sure what's the right way to handle this.
Oh, you got $50. Do you need money? I mean,
I kind of want to I could spend a bunch of money. That seems.
I mean, you can't take it with you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm missing. There it is. So help me out. These y'all need to go back.
Yep.
In your various places. So we're done with the Feast for Odin die. So done. Everything else is off here. Good. Got 5 there. And these need to reset.
Oh, yeah.
So should I make people place their bets before they see our starting positions?
Yeah, maybe. When do we do these?
That's later.
That's after?
Yep,
okay,
that's
so this is
after.
really before we see that also.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Because the 4th player will come in and just go, blah, and everything will be in our way. Maybe not exactly that. Well, this is tough decisions.
Extra workers are expensive. So you know
Really
what?
expensive.
I'll do this. I'll use that, and then I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and figure out how you would do this at home. So that while we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So if, let's say I did that, how much would that be?
And then what do I do in the auction?
Right? Oh my God, I have no idea. Oh, you know what? No, there it is. Oh, God. Math.
Math.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Because it's clockwise from whatever. Oh, this is tough. No. Oh, this is really hard, but I like that.
Yeah. Little Crystal Palace at the beginning.
I'll do that. Is that right? Make sure my math is right now. Okay. All right. So, all right. I'm not afraid. I'll go. Here we go. So we'll reveal these one at a time. So I wanted a bunch of stuff because everybody, you always want more stuff. But then I figured out a way to work around it. So I'm starting at -6 points to start off with. So go ahead and move me back to 94 there. Okay. So that's done. I'm only getting 3 goods cubes.
Hashtag good teacher.
Right. I'm getting an extra worker, though, in my lobby.
Oh, wow.
And I get 8 movement instead of 6. So, provided my math is right, that looks like 33 minus 12 is 11. Sorry, 33 minus 12 is 21, and 15 is 36. I bid $1 for first. That's 37. That's going to give me 13 bucks to start the game with. That's me. We'll go clockwise. Derek, that's all you.
All right. I am going to. I'll just do this so it's the same direction as everybody else.
No, I didn't.
I am going to get an extra good. I am going to do the vanilla workers. I'm going to take -3 victory points, and I am going to have 2 extra setup moves because the movement is important at the start of the game.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is going to net me $10 at the start of the game, and I'm bidding 0 because I was hoping to be last because I really want this token right here.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So make sure
you beat
make
him.
sure you get all the stuff.
Yeah, I'll just take one.
Oh, I see. You took an extra cube.
Yeah, I took an extra cube.
That's where the difference is.
Okay. All right. And now Shrey, what'd you do?
I also bid 0.
Oh wow. So Shrey is gonna get the marker. Only Shrey.
Only Shrey. Okay.
Because it's clockwise from whoever bid the most. So okay.
I kept my regular 4 goods cubes. I took 6 workers in the lobby. So the extra worker, I went down 6 victory points because who needs victory points?
Wow.
And then also took 8 moves.
So yours is
It's very similar to yours.
very similar, except
I spent the extra $3 on that and then didn't spend any on the auction on the first player.
Okay, there you go.
So that's where the
that's
3
why you
differences.
start with 11.
Yep, 11.
Okay. And these are double-sided, so you can reuse them, right? Or erase them, or however it is. There you go. All right. So now that part of setup is done, I'm having fun even with setup here. I'm just saying. So now, in a 3-player game, there are 9 discs of a player that is not used.
Yep.
All right. So how this works is you take the solo cards, and let me set those aside. There we go. You take the solo deck here, and we're gonna deal out one at a time, and let's go ahead. So we're gonna flip this over, and it's gonna block off that
oh, okay.
donation,
Yep.
which that is for cubes.
It's donations. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, all right, so the donation one is blocked off. And then we're going to block off the leftmost spot in both Pittsburgh and New York. So leftmost is there.
Come on, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
In New York.
Oh, wow.
So, in fact, we'll just do them just straight up the other color so they don't have the pretty one. So, those are 3 of the 9 discs. The next one We'll go with
We got 3 on the first one.
that one. That one says the south spot is going to be blocked off.
That one.
And then, there are going to be 4 cities. So, Nolans. So, here, let's go ahead. So, one of the 5 in New Orleans. Atlanta, the industry spot in Atlanta.
Man.
H-Town, the commerce spot in Houston. And Charleston.
Oh,
wow. So, that is really limiting to be able to get down to New Orleans. Now, you got to go through Atlanta or come in some circuitous route.
Yes.
Getting Charleston blocked off.
Circuitous.
So now
There's only one disc
there's one
left.
disc, so
One
it's just going to
donation.
be one donation.
Wow, it's more discs on the map than I thought. It's so random.
And
The Midwest.
Oh, cool. Oh, flip it.
So 3 donations are blocked off: the Midwest, the South, and
Donation,
points for
yeah.
donation one. And then all in the South. And then I mean that was pretty great.
Yeah,
I would
it's
say.
pretty
That's-
different too.
I think if you look at the cards, most of them are east, south, and midwest. There's fewer west, I think.
Well, I mean, there's fewer cities first off,
Yeah.
of the main cities, right?
Yeah.
And then, starting with the first player and going in clockwise order, you move. I'm sorry, check that. Beginning with the player to the right, so the last player. So Shrey takes their disc from housing. That actually comes here. There you go. So you take your housing disc and put it out to seed your starting infrastructure anywhere.
Oh. Well, I think there's one obvious place to go. Yes. Yep.
I see
And it's
one.
got to go into housing, and
That's it.
I assume
That
that
would
was
be it.
where he was going to go.
Yeah, that's where I would've
right?
went.
And the reason is because, again, for the aforementioned, bottleneck. So getting that commerce one out is probably going to be pretty important.
And also because of the timeline, because south is not for a while.
Yeah, and south is
There's only two of them.
2 souths.
And it's a long ways off. So
There's 4 Midwest and 3 of everything, and
Yeah.
and 3 East and 3 West. So, okay.
the ones that are most common that I see are Pittsburgh
I know. I
and
wanted Pittsburgh,
Denver.
Pittsburgh or Atlanta would have been good. Wow, even New York's blocked off. Can't start New York. We have West coming up early. No, West doesn't happen until
No.
later too. So I can go take something there.
Trying to see where we choose departments.
I think it's right in the next column, right?
Oh, then they choose a department.
before
so you
Derek-
do.
before Derek goes?
Derek technically, you get to do this before Derek does that.
So
but-
so yeah, I don't know that you decided. You can change your mind based on what the department is.
Okay, sure.
I don't. I honestly, I'm like not sure what to do. There's no lobby, which is
what's going to happen? We're choosing a department. This is going to be the first one that you build,
Yep.
Yep.
and there you go. Yeah.
So I think this is one of my favorites. The one that makes donations cheaper.
Those donations go up by $5 every time, right?
Unless they go up by 3 on that building.
Right.
So I think my choices are. I like this one. The better research or the better movement,
and there's only one of the better movement.
or that one. I think this one's less important to me.
There, 'cause there's one of those as well.
So it's really donations, R&D, or movement.
This one's interesting too.
Yeah, so I think the thing with movement is that I already took 8 to start the game.
Yep.
So
but you did start with the extra worker too, so that might offset the extra movement.
Yeah. So I think it's R&D or research or charitable donations. Donations don't show up until a little bit later, so I'm going to take the R&D one. Take this R&D.
Okay, the 7
Yeah,
R&D.
7 R&D.
Okay. All right.
I'll take this one because this one you send the guy off on a mission and then
Money or cubes, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Better building than this building.
All right. So housing. Well, New York's blocked off. There's no west for a while, and there's no south for a while. So probably one of those. And the reason we're talking about this, the fact that there's no west and no south, putting a disc out there, you're not going to want to put more discs out there because you're not going to get the income. Those workers are going to be tied up in these spots until that income happens.
And the timeline changes the game so drastically.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I mean, south or west is pretty much the no-brainer.
South is not an option.
Yeah, south is not an option because there are no, oh, wow, yeah, there are no, housing. Well, I mean, then do we go with the obvious, I guess?
I mean, Denver is... Oh, you can go to San Francisco, yeah.
I mean, I could do Denver, right? I mean, because, you know, it's on the cusp of Midwest and probably going to be building out there. No, final answer, done. I will go out west. That's where I started and won last game, so we'll go with it. All right. Okay, so I start.
You go to department.
Oh, there's that. Money's going to be tight in this game, and the reason we're pointing that out is because $1 and $3 in a cube, $1, $2, and dollars and $3 R&D, $1, $4 extra worker, $1, $2, $5, $7. The South is where most of the income comes in. That's not happening until the end of the game. So being able to generate cash and not have to spend cash. So that top one, awfully tempting to be able to get the $8. That definitely feels good. Or if I don't need the money at the time, extra movement is never a bad thing. And extra R&D is nice, but you know what? I think the flexibility that the movement one gives, I think makes sense. So I'll take that, and plus it denies them being able to do that. So
Really good.
Gonna go ahead.
Especially because everybody loves to choose movement.
Right. So there we go. And I think that's it for setup.
Now you send your people out with eight movement. I
Right.
think.
Now we do.
Oh, we all have
right.
8?
Yeah.
No,
well,
we have 8. How much did you take?
much?
I also have 8.
You took 8? Okay.
I wanted 10, but I only have 5
You
dudes,
wanted-
so.
Yeah. All right. So 8 movement because that's what we paid for in our initial auction, right?
Oh, you have 6 dudes, too.
All right. So 2, 4. Sorry, I shouldn't stand those up yet.
That's right.
I'm going to, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you know what? No. 5, 6,
Oh.
7.
Okay.
This is tough because I want to get one worker here.
You do.
I want to get one more there. But the thought on having the less cubes was to do that for sure. I think so.
Well, what do you mean the thought of having less cubes? Did you do that?
Oh, because 3 cubes. 1 cube there and then 2 cubes. And so
right.
that was the thought process behind that.
But then you don't have the cubes to build, to construct.
Yeah,
He doesn't like constructing.
I do, but
It's not necessary in a game about building train routes.
Well,
Kind of train routes.
oh, that's tough. Well, I know I want that. I'm thinking about what buildings I'm going to want to construct. Or, yeah,
His last game, he had a lot of cubes. I don't think he's worried about cubes.
I am not. But the money is going to be really nice. So I definitely see one of those that I want. I don't know that I necessarily see another one that I love out there because I already got that one. So you know what? Let me
You have one
recount
more.
this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1 movement. I'll just go ahead and do that instead. So now I get to activate any workers and pay for them. That obviously can't get activated. These will. That's $3, $6, $8 to activate all of them. So $8, and that's me, Derek.
Okay.
Go ahead and handle yours.
Yep. I'm going to go over to construction. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to go over to here. So that will be 4, and I'm going to go 5, 6, and 7, 8.
Okay. And now pay for yours.
I'm going to stand them up. This guy is free. These guys are going to be $6, and this guy will be 2 more, which will be a total of $8. This guy does not stand up. He's just relaxing, waiting for his department to arrive. So I'll spend my money.
And Shrey.
Okay.
You're 8. Go for it.
Right, so I will send 2, 4, 6. So now the question is, so the only question is, do I send more people to here, or do I send us? So it's either send 2 people to the +3 R&D, or
right.
send 1 person to up to that management building.
And turn order matters here, and seeing what the players before you do and all of that does matter, because you know you're kind of telegraphing, or people ahead of you theoretically are telegraphing.
I'm gonna do that. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8. And he stands
We're all
up.
pretty similar.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
All right.
I just went over here because I like this spot better than this.
So, about an hour for teaching, setup, and everything. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. All right. So here we go. So now the timeline begins. Place your bets over under Glory to Rome's 5.5. Sounds good.
There'll be 2 Glory to Romes when something happens, so it'll
Probably.
wrap up a little.
All right. So timeline. I had a plan. So the 2 obvious ones for me, I feel like, are these 2. I don't have anybody in the Midwest yet. And not going to be able to do anybody in the Midwest.
It's not going to be a way to get anything.
Yeah,
to the
there's
Midwest.
nobody. Yeah, so
But there is one thing.
what?
If you do the R&D,
I'm the only one that can do the donation.
Yeah, you want to spend your $5? Sure, go ahead.
well, he's already spent it. His workers are fine. They have things to do.
I think that's a fair point, because nobody else can make use of the donation right now. The next donation is there after 2 moves.
After 2 moves, yes.
So you know what? I think I will. So let's go ahead and start it off there. So I'm going to go ahead and do R&D. All right, so everybody can throw out a donation. So we're going to do as we said. So there, I obviously am the only one that can afford it.
Yep.
I will.
What would you like? Plethora of choices.
I have no idea yet. So, I mean, the one that people tend to race for is that, because that usually
you do that anyway.
right? Like you're not doing it for a reason. So you know what? That comes from the supply of discs, and let's just go ahead and kill hopes and dreams and go ahead and bust that out right there. So that's going to be for each of these tracks, which that is my goal. So would you like to patronage or
I
donation?
would, but I do not have enough money, so I will pass.
Okay, and
Well, technically, you could give up cubes to do this.
I could give up all my cubes. Oh, that's true. I could actually give up 3 of my cubes that I spent $35 for.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, thank you.
All right, and Shrey can't as well. So we go to me. We start. I'm the first to do R&D.
Do it.
We have 9 of it, and we plan to make use of it. So, well, we know we're going to forego one of the Midwest, because there's no way to get somebody here before it triggers. But, oh boy. I think, where do we focus? I think getting this here is going to be, that's 3 of it. That's 4 of it. That's 4 of my R&D. 5, 6, 5, 7. No. 6, 9. Yeah, there you go. There's my 9. So now I need to add 3 discs from my supply here.
All right.
And that's me.
All right, and then I'll do mine. 1, 2, 3.
And the reason we're doing the money one, getting that out, is to be able to get that extra worker one out there.
7. So that's 4 more plus my
Yeah,
3.
yeah, you've only spent 2 so far, so that's 6.
Oh, 6. Sorry. Geez, math. 6, and then
That's a 9.
9.
Okay, Shrey?
9.
All right. 5. I have 9 also. So 5 on the map.
Oh, because that gets extra workers
Yeah.
when the East actually triggers.
I mean,
and you
money
have
workers, money
Yeah.
workers. You know, it's there's a choice there.
And already at the train. See, then that's
Well, but this
already,
is also the train.
Yeah, so you either want to...
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're
So
right.
it's either going to be the tab, or it's going to be that.
Usually.
Right. So that's
right, yeah.
5. I'll do 6, and then I have 3 more.
yep.
So I could do 1 and then 2 more, or I could do. Yeah, I'll do 2 here and 1 here,
Okay.
and so I need two discs.
All right. So that's R&D. Boom, that's done. So now, technically, both of these go to the next player, but whatever, you get the idea. So now, lay it down, if you would. It's easier to see. Thanks. All right, Derek, what action you want?
All right, we're gonna do the
R&D again? Awesome.
R&D. That actually, let me think for a second, because I wasn't thinking about that at all.
I was kidding, but maybe.
But because it is my turn and I am first, I would like to do construction.
Derek, what are you doing?
So I'm going to do construction next.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why are you lamenting that he's doing
There's only 4
construction?
actions, and we've already taken 1.
You
so
gotta
yeah, I would
do. You
choose
gotta
one of the
do
3
management first. Come on.
Well, I'd have 5 cubes, so I'm okay.
Oh, because you don't have enough cubes?
No, I have enough cubes. I'm fine. Like, construction is a fine turn for me, but I would rather get management done first.
Okay, well, alas. All right, so East, nobody can do it because we don't have any workers out there.
Oh, too bad.
All right, so now, Derek, go ahead and do your construction.
Okay, let's see. I need to get myself into the Midwest.
So, to be clear, you can do it twice.
Because I have 2 workers, and I'm going to have to pay the appropriate
Number of
for
cubes.
each.
Yep.
I'm going to go in with a... Well, I'm going to start off coming into Chicago. So I'm going to send the first worker here, because he's doing his work in Chicago.
And laying down, standing up, it doesn't matter on the
Yeah, it
board,
doesn't matter
right?
on the
So,
board.
okay, so, and that was off of commerce, so that
Yep.
went there.
And it's
okay,
going to cost
done.
me 1 cube.
Okay,
And then I'm going to do...
and it costs 1 because it came from commerce.
Yep. And then we're going to...
Because 1 cube right
Yep,
there.
right
there
here.
we go.
and then... Where else do I want to go? Where else do I have a... I think what I'll do is then I will
Hey, Tommy, I'll get to that tomorrow. That's on me.
go to St. Louis.
All right, and
That'll cost
so
me another cube, because the cost of the cube is right here.
That was
A worker.
Was that a housing that you just put on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so that's your 2. Shrey also gets 2.
Yeah. I should do that. Okay. All right. Yep. So I will do 1 commerce, which is going to cost 1 cube, and this worker to go east and Pittsburgh. And then 1 housing with this worker to the Midwest and Chicago.
That's 2 cubes.
So 2 cubes.
All right, so it's me. So I have a conundrum a little bit. I started with the extra worker, right? Do I, quote unquote, waste that worker? For Atlanta.
Guy will be stuck there for a while.
He'll be stuck there way long time, right?
Yeah.
But it at least gets me out of the bottleneck that is up there. But if I do that, I'm foregoing one of those 2 regions, and we have East, Midwest, Midwest, Midwest. So I have to do a Midwest. I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward. So it's going to be Midwest. I mean, St. Louis is looking pretty good. So I'll go ahead and take my industry there. And I want to get that before Derek gets it. And I realize I started over here. I'm aware of that, but I think I have to go east. So that's going to be 2 cubes for that. And where do we go? I mean, the world's my oyster.
Well, you can't do that one.
Oh,
right?
I can't do that because I only have 1 cube, which honestly I don't want to do because I want to get cash. Housing is the one that makes the most sense. So do I go ahead and lock up DC?
Yeah, it depends if you want to go through DC or not.
Well, want to.
It's whether or not you can get through Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah. If you're relying on Derek not to take Atlanta from you, then...
Well, I mean, if I go DC, I still have a way either through Cincinnati to come through here or up to Pittsburgh and over to
wherever
Chicago.
He goes, I'm going the other place, and wherever I go, he's going to go the other place. I think you're already getting yourself established, so you're in a good spot.
I think I go ahead and do DC. There. And that cost me my last cube, which is what I kind of anticipated. All right, that's me. So that's there. Yep. And now, try.
Well, I need to get this done.
Yeah.
Thanks, gang.
Because it helps me...
R&D?
No.
Oh, but that's what you wanted me to do.
No, I wanted to do management.
Oh.
Yeah, he wanted management. So
Okay, we
hey,
can do that
if you
now.
want management, do management.
I think
yourself.
I probably will. I'm just verifying because if I take... No, it's got to be management. Let me just verify. Yes. All right, management. So Midwest.
Yeah, so Midwest. So I think I did hit on the instant. I think I did mention you get whatever that is whenever you build on it. I think I did, but if not, there you go. All right, so Midwest, starting with Shrey, what do you want to do?
Yeah, so I'll remove a person.
So that's going to be
$2.
$2 there
The person comes back to my
to your lobby.
lobby right here.
And now you get income on your board.
And I get 2 and 1 more. So I get three from here and then 2 from the track, the transportation track. So I
Total
get
nickel.
5. Yeah, I'll take 5.
And now
Now I have 5 of that
income.
donation I could do.
There you go. So for me, also $2. I will there. That goes back to my lobby, and then I get a cube and a $1.
So 3 and a cube.
There we go.
I'm going to bring back 1.
Could bring back both.
I could bring back both, but it's like a plethora of Midwest coming up, so I will keep this guy in here for now. I will bring back 1 guy to my lobby. I'm going to receive 3 R&D. I will then utilize that 3 R&D just to move up 2 here, and then 1 additional here.
Checks out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you get cash.
$3.
Yep.
Which I can afford my donation, which most likely I'll spend it on workers because, you know,
Yeah.
you got to spend money to make money.
We're not getting a donation for another, how many turns? 4.
At least 2.
Yeah.
You know, minimum 2
Yeah.
because
It's not going to be, and it won't be
We
that.
love to do
All
the
right,
move
so
action.
now we are building. Now we're doing management actions. Okay, so I'll start with this one because it's obvious. There's no decision here. I take this department and I put it. I build it for. So because I'm building where I have a worker already, it costs me 1 cube instead of 2 cubes. So I spend 1 of my cubes. That's one, and this guy will be laying down there. And then here, I think I need to send both these workers out on missions.
Money in cubes, yo.
So I'm definitely taking 2 cubes with one of them.
Okay.
So we'll do that, and then he'll go to the Midwest.
You sure you don't want to go ahead and go down to Dirty South?
I'm sure about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just
And then, so the other one will go. So it's either the East or the Midwest. I'm not sure what makes most sense.
I mean, it's 50-50. I mean, Midwest, East. Like, that's going to be...
We had one game that it was like a lot of Midwest early, and I think it was literally almost all the meeples were in the...
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
it was like 15 or 17 or something like that. I can't remember. It was a high number.
A highly oversteeped oolong tea sitting over there.
It must be strong.
Yeah, it's... Whew. All right. That's all right. We got a while.
So the only decision is when, like, I need to think about what are you both going to do on your turn.
I have given that zero thought thus far.
I will make that decision when it's my turn.
I think it's more likely to be that or no. It could be that. All right, I'm going to send it to the east, and then what do I take? $6 or
More cubes.
More cubes. So how much money? I'm going to need 3 here, and then potentially like another 4, maybe 7, which is, I have it. I will take the cubes.
Okay.
Done.
All right. So I have the same thing, 2 here and 1 there. So I'll do the obvious. So I'm going to go ahead and build my 1 building. It's going to cost me the 1 cube I have there. That's going to go there.
Oh.
And yeah, go ahead and activate your worker.
Yeah, I forgot.
At the end of your turn, you can always pay to activate workers.
Yeah, so I
there you
spend
go.
3 to activate that one.
Okay. So that one's done. Good. And both of these are going to go out. I think it's going to be 1 of each. So one's going to the Midwest for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's going to go in the Midwest as well. I think. Okay, so this tells me Shrey is probably going to take an East action, which could be R&D, could be...
That tells you he has 2 guys over here.
No, I'm blue.
No, he's blue.
Oh, blue. Oh, blue. That's right. I keep forgetting.
So I think I know what I'm doing on my turn. I think. So if I do that, oh God. Yep, final answer, done. So now, what am I going to do with that? So I need cubes to be able to place discs. So I think I'm going to do 1 of each. So I'm going to do 2 cubes and $6 respectively. Having the South here, that's brutal.
It's dirty.
But I love it. It's dirty. Get it? Dirty South.
All right, so I'm gonna activate this management building, which is gonna place this department in the area where the guy was waiting to work. So he will get ready.
Oh, and I'm activating my worker
and-
as well.
and
for
just-
$2.
One cube. 1 cube.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll spend 1 cube, and so I will not be able to activate this building until the next time management because he is not currently working in this department at the very beginning of the turn. He'll be able to then work at the end in the next time it gets chosen, even if he's already in the spot. Okay, and then I will send these 2 out to do some work. I'm going to have 1 go to the Midwest, and I'll have 1 guy go to the East because there's lots of stuff to be done. And I will take 2 cubes and $6.
All right, done. I'm pretty sure I'm moving, which is HR,
Oh, move it.
because I have this building that gives me an extra $8 or 8 movement.
Right. So I just want to point out something about that building that's important to note is that if you use it and send the person out, you have to make sure you spend 2 of your movement that you have for the turn
to restock it. Yo,
yeah.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Which is fantastic to always have the building ready.
Yeah. So I think I mean I could make a case for like R&D.
Oh, you are getting 2 workers back by also choosing that.
Yeah. So or 3 workers total I'll have. So I think it is the right choice for me. Is Midwest. So we'll do that. So Midwest over here. I have 2, but I'm only going to go ahead and remove 1. So that's going to be $2 there, which will add that, which is going to be really useful for that. And then I get a cube and a buck as well. So a cube and $3. Derek?
I'm going to pull back just 1 guy.
So.
And that 1 guy will give me $3 and then some R&D. So hold on for 1 moment. I will get this 5 and then take 2 back. And then I will do my R&D push. I think I'm going to do it over here. So I'll just take a 1 movement here. So then it just adds another cube.
And that's from that.
Yep.
Okay. And now Shrey?
All right. I'll remove 1 and take 2 and 3 more. So for 5.
Yep.
And then that's it.
All right, so now we're on to movement, or HR, which is really movement. So if you take a look, so I have a choice. I currently have 6, could have up to 14. So I'm going to activate this first and then figure it out. No, we're going to get 14, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of wasted, but
2, 4, oh, hold on. I don't know if it is. So there's 6. 2, 4, yeah.
remember you want to put 2 back onto that management at the top.
Yeah, I know. Do I forego that? Because then I would just straight up get cash. I think I can. I think I will. So that's 4. So I guess this is going to be for cash. And then technically 8 or 6. And then that'll be for $8.
But you can just,
But
you're just going to, yeah.
That's going to go out. And where do we want to put them? So we got East, Midwest, and donation. I mean, it's more likely that East happens. Okay. And I get $8, so we'll put back 2 and take 10. And we're ready for that donation.
But then you need to spend to stand them up.
And
so
then it's going to be, good call. It's going to be 2,
7.
4, 6.
7. Oh, no, sorry, that's
6.
2, 6, yeah.
$6 to stand those up.
Not bad.
That'll work. Done.
Okay, and for movement, I have 6 movement. I will choose to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I need another movement. I think I accomplished everything moving.
All right. Then
All right.
activate.
Then I'll activate. This guy is free. And this guy costs $2, and this guy costs $2. So $4.
Okay. Shrey.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I will use that last movement, and I'll move this guy up here just so.
And then activates for free.
Yeah, free, another free.
Oh, so limiting his movement.
That's interesting.
Correct.
Huh. So if you take a look now at Derek's board,
Yeah, I am.
he only has 3 movement.
I'm not expecting movement to happen for a while.
Okay.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that something else happens for. I don't want to talk about it. Let's continue playing.
I'm tired of talking about it.
2, 4. Yeah. So
We can talk about it
Here's
after,
my choice.
if it happens.
I think I just do that. I'm going to move. I have 6 movement, and it's whether I put 2 here and 1 here, or 2 here and 1 here. So it's definitely 1 and 1. I don't want to miss out on putting 2 discs on the board. So I do this, I think, and then I stand these up for $4.
Dear.
And they're actually dollars cents from the U.S.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, this is. Marco says, I really enjoyed trying to anticipate which action other players were going to activate. Bit of a gamble. And yeah, this is really a clever core.
And I'm going to get screwed, right? I mean, like, I should have thought about this a bit more, but
we all of us don't have a special tile. There's one of us that has a special tile.
I'm not going to plan. I'm going to use a special tile. It'll be
you're gonna,
3 points.
3 points.
That's half of the points I gave at the beginning of the game.
So to be clear, he's talking about this, which he could have used it on the first turn when I'm saying could have to choose to do something else, but
well. I think everybody knows what I'm going to do.
Do we?
Construction.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I possibly was going to do
Midwest.
something else, but yeah, construction.
Yeah, I should have put my other guy in the Midwest. But
Oh yeah.
that's the issue.
Okay. All right. So Derek, I assume.
Yes.
So 3 R&D.
3 R&D.
$2, $3.
It's $3.
Yeah.
The R&D. I'm happy. So let's do 3 here. I guess I don't want to waste an R&D though. Do I have 1 anywhere?
That's a 2 right here.
That's
You
1.
could.
Yeah, pop me 1 over there.
There you go.
And then this goes here.
All right, and then I will, because obviously Shrey can't, right? So $2 there, $3, and a cube.
Derek, can you move the my blue disc from on top of that number on the west track?
So 3.
I just want to be able to see the number.
Where are you going
I just want to move it away from the number so I can see
And
it.
a
No,
cube.
no, the blue disc. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Jeesh. Okay.
I couldn't see the number. All right.
Yeah, so it's 2 to advance there.
Yeah.
1 to advance for the first one, etc.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. So now construct. Go ahead, Derek.
All right, so we'll do this construction action. I think I need to get some placement in the east that's going to be coming up soon. It's going to be most likely east. So I will construct in. First, I'll start in New York, and I think I want to start. Yeah, I think I'll use industry in New York, and which will cost me 2 cubes, and that will give me a gentleman there, and then. Let's do, Midwest isn't going to happen again for a while, so I don't necessarily need to go back there.
In fact,
again.
Midwest will not go until there. So South and Midwest are done.
Pretty much. Let's see, I'm going to be able to get a lot of people when that action happens, so I can go and leave somebody in the South if I really wanted to try to give myself a better position for the future. So I could build down there if I really wanted to. So I think the best place for me to go is going to be here. And I will build in Pittsburgh.
All right.
And that will cost me 2.
And done. Shrey. Up to 2 constructions, if you wish.
Yep, just looking at the. Yeah, I hate putting something in the Midwest at this point, but.
Because.
So it's like East and West are the more interesting things.
Yep.
So maybe I'll do East and West. I'm definitely doing East. And so it's got to be New York. So we will send a commerce to New York. So that is 1 cube. And then West, I guess. I really want to do Midwest though, but no.
You can.
I'm not gonna. So Denver so I have a commerce. It has to be a commerce, and there's literally,
There?
No, sorry. I have industry. So it's
industry. So San Francisco, L.A.,
or one of the
other
others.
for $1. So it's San Francisco or L.A.
I think it's got to be. I could do that.
What's up, Tony?
Yeah, I'll do San Francisco. Thank you.
Industry, right?
Yeah, industry,
Okay.
and 2
All right.
cubes. Done.
All right. Well, I'm in the same boat, right? For all the same things. Y'all were a bit unkind. Pittsburgh. Oops. You know what? I think I bite the bullet a little bit. I think I do this. I think now I do a Hotlanta.
Oh.
Just go ahead and get it. That way, this area is at least tied in. I'm close to I could grab New York.
No, you're in Washington, which is important. Oh, wow, there's only 2 spots left in New York.
Yeah. But y'all are both there already. Now, don't get me wrong, it's worth 3 points, and that connection is important. But the problem here is I have one commerce.
So you can't do both.
And I can't do both, right? This is more likely to go before that.
Yes.
Just because of the fact that
I almost took it.
they're already there. Yeah, I think I have to. So we'll go ahead and throw that in Hotlanta, and dude will just hang out. The world's busiest airport, and that's a cube.
Give him some sunglasses. He's going to be there for a while.
Yep. I think that feels like the important thing to do. So now, what do? We have... I really want to be able to get that one out. So it's going to be housing somewhere. I mean, we could go ahead and bust out some housing in Denver. Because, again, we're trying to get all 4 links hooked up. It puts a little stress on folks if they want to come out west. And west is coming up. Yeah, I think that's the no-brainer. So, go to Commerce City. That's where I'm from. Well, most recently anyway. There, and that will go out west there. Nice. Boom, done. That's me. Right.
All right. So my choices are management or R&D, essentially.
Or move.
I could move. No, not moving. No. There's a donation. I could move.
Anybody back.
I could move just to get a donation. But yeah, no. That's so it's R&D would make the most sense, I think. Although management helps Derek too much is the problem. I'm gonna let him do it.
Why does that? Oh, because he's got. Okay, point at that. That's why it helps Derek too much.
Yeah, so I'm not going to.
That sounds like R&D.
It seems like we played together before.
And Derek only has 6 on R&D, so we'll do that. He's getting his R&D from the Midwest track.
That's why I moved him off.
Yeah, so we'll do this. It's east.
Okay.
So east.
Lot of folks here in the east.
So the question is, do I pull back 2 people now?
Which then would unlock 2 for you.
Yeah, so I would get all the rest of my guys, my workers. The only thing that I have to think about is, are we going to construct before then? I don't think it's likely that we will move before. No, I'm going to remove 2.
So that means you
So this only gets 2 of my workers, which is still plenty.
Seems good.
Okay, and then get your income on your board.
And I will get 4, 5, and a cube. 5 and a cube.
Okay, and here, that's going to be $4. I'm just going to go ahead and remove one of them. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, a worker, and a cube. That seems good. 7. A worker and a cube. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Derek?
Nice. All right, I'm going to bring back 2, which will unlock 2. It gives me some lobby peeps. So now I have 5 people in my lobby with all that amazing movement that I have working. It's I don't know if I shot myself. I should have did a little different, but yeah, that's why you play the game. So these guys came back. I'm going to receive 2 for my tabs, and then additional 3. And that's it.
And now R&D.
Oh, right, R&D. What am I? I was about to give you the train. All right, so I have 7, plus 9. I have 16.
16 last I counted. That's a lot of R&D.
So, but this person has to go somewhere. So
Right.
before I do that, so
definitely in the south
yeah. So west or east.
is what's coming.
Yeah. So I already have a guy in the east, and do I need a second guy in the west at this point? Because I'm likely to get more people out there.
How you liking the solo game of this so far, Alyssa? Because I'm streaming tomorrow at noon.
I like it. I played it a few times.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting thought. He's going east.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
All right. So that's I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. All right. So that's so I get 16.
16 R&D.
A few.
So two for west, please. So 14. Do I need to worry about? I need to get that eventually. I don't need to worry about that yet. I need to do that eventually. That also eventually. So 14. So I'm going to do. I need to pull some tabs out. So basically, that's another 4. So that's
10 left.
10 left.
He can do really well public.
I think I need this 7. This.
5.
All right. So now what? Just going to double check something.
5 would get you to here. Points.
Is there a 3 that I want somewhere? That's unreasonable. No, but Midwest is not happening for a while, so why would I bother?
This is 1 and then 3.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking I want. Oh no, I can't do that yet. So yeah. So
you got 5 left.
I have 5 left. I think. Interesting.
Well,
I might do more tabs then.
Have a good one, number 6.
I mean, this is only gonna what? So this will happen 4 more times, 3 more times. So it's really like
Ouch.
6 points.
Yeah.
Alyssa. Ouch. But glad you like it. Just talking about solo game.
Yeah. I don't want to
Left.
spend this much on tabs, but it will.
That's bad. Oh, I saw Alyssa's comment.
Yeah, I'll do that. 1 for 4, and then one more will
Down
be.
south, probably.
Well, no, there's a west. I can move one more in the west, and let's do that. Boop. All right,
Okay.
done.
I have what feels like a pittance, which is 9 all of a sudden. All right, well, let's go out west. That's 3 there. That feels good. I have 3 workers left to unlock. So that's 3. So we have 6 left. Okay. That's 2. I'm going to put these upside down until I'm done. 4 left. Three and 1. Yeah. Book it, Dano. I think so. Let me just double check. That's my 9, I think. Yeah, let it ride. Done.
All right.
Derek.
All right. Then I think I'm gonna pull out this tab for a 3, and then
And you're at what, 6?
yep, and then I'll take this for another 3, which will give me a total of 6.
Yep. So right here. Party in the West. Okay. So that's you. All right. So I've not given this a ton of thought yet. Full disclosure. So what do we got timeline-wise? We could do some stuff in the West. R&D, now's a good time to do it, if I were. Just from a simple standpoint that Shrey can't use his 7 there.
And I don't have anybody in the West, so I wouldn't get any income.
I don't mind it, actually.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do mind it. Because Derek could just call management on his turn.
Well, I mean, I'm going to call management on my turn no matter what he does, unless he calls management.
Well, no, but if he does movement first,
Oh, well,
then
I could do movement. Movement will help me too. So.
Oh, sure, but it'll let us.
But he has a building that does movement, so I don't know if I
don't know.
necessarily want
Assuming
to do
you
that.
do management.
I would probably choose management over movement.
Oh, and if you do management, I can only get 1 building and nothing else.
Oh, unless you did movement first.
Right. So movement makes sense. That's not happening because that makes no sense. So it's going to be movement or R&D, right? I mean, movement would give me potentially But it also lets me put out the first donation.
Damn it. Yeah, it's true. Highly true.
And and Derek might take back. It could go back-to-back moves, potentially.
Oh, because I have 3 moves?
Because he has 3 moves and he has 5 workers in there. But that helps Shrey. But it's only 6 movement for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is... What do I think y'all are going to do? And what do I want to do for a donation? I'm clearly going to. Yeah, let's do it. So...
What is he going to do?
We're going to do movement. So we're going to do a donation. So there's $10. And I have no idea what the hell I'm going to choose yet. So, I mean, that currently I'm halfway there. But I mean, those are both going to get me 12. I feel pretty confident about that. Yeah, I don't think I overthink it. I think I take one of these, and I'll go ahead and take that one. So it's, it's not it's either or.
Yeah.
No. It's so you have 6 right now.
Oh, it's between both of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then that's it. Done.
I will take industry because...
Because you have 3 already.
Pay your 5.
Right.
Pay your 5.
Oh, yes.
Shrey, you don't have to do the donation.
The problem is money, right?
Yeah.
I'd be left with 6 money, which is not a lot.
That is not a lot.
I will do it anyway.
Points are good.
And disc.
Thanks, Tony.
There or not there, not there, not there. I don't like my choices. I'll do this one.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow. Oh,
So
you are starting.
that I've never.
Yes, this
2
is
games.
This is us.
Yeah,
We
where
always-
you all just lock
this
that up.
roll
Well,
always goes
yeah.
first.
I rarely do this.
He doesn't do that. I do that.
Oh,
But he took it, so
Public infrastructure.
Yeah,
But I
so-
haven't been doing it because I see this has been nerfed a little bit, so I'm not as excited about 1
Oh,
point.
from the when on BGA.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's here. Oh wait, now we actually have to move.
Yes.
Sorry, All right. So I'm looking at for sure 6 movement, but I think I have enough money. Now, let me caveat: you can never have too much money, but Derek's either going to move or do this. I know that. 2, 4.
And 6 up top. No, but you only have 3 people to move.
I desperately need workers. So that's 4. And if I move that up, that's just going to get me, I guess, $8. I think that's what we do. I think that's what I got to do. So I'm activating that. That's going to be 6, and then this will go, and that'll be $8. Where do we put it? We got east, west, 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 huh? So we got a lot of west coming. I already have, yeah, this makes the most sense. So we'll go there, there. I'm gonna get $8, and then I'm gonna spend 2 of it to go ahead and activate. These are free, so I actually only get $6. And that's me. Done.
All right.
Eric?
I will use 1, 2 to go here. Lay this guy down. 3.
Oh,
And then I'll
wow.
spend $4.
Wow.
Oh, that's I appreciate that. Glory to Rome, but I appreciate
It
it.
might set me up for a turn. You guys might know what I might be doing, which I've done on every single turn previously. But
Yeah.
I could do something
Okay,
else.
so 2, 4, and I need to do this for the 6. So it's going to cost me $4.
But why is it a glory to Rome? I just moved over to the construction. That's all.
Oh,
It's an expectation.
yeah.
It's a future.
It was. I actually I made a really bad mistake on my movement. I realized, so that's me.
So I didn't put someone in my R&D department because I wouldn't have the cash to activate him.
Oh, okay. Right.
Unless I spent a cube, and no,
No.
it's just not a thing.
There's a reason why I'm taking.
Expensive.
I am choosing management because I have no guys out west, so it behooves me to choose west.
Derek.
So if based on just the
So
timeline,
you're doing management.
yeah, I'm doing management because I can't.
East,
Getting nothing. I don't
Come
want
on.
nothing. I want something. So I will take a guy and all my stuff.
and you get a worker,
Oh, I do. Yeah,
And your stuff. All right.
and which is what? $3 and 2 cubes.
$3,
That's
2
it.
cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I will take both my workers.
which gives you your last 2.
Yep. Gives me those. All right, and then I get 1 cube and $5.
Oop.
All right.
Yep. I will go ahead and take that, which is going to get me 4. So $4, 5, 6, 7, $7, a cube, and another of my workers. Done. Okay, so now we're doing management. Derek.
What do I want to do first?
So what y'all following along? For those that haven't played it, everything
Okay.
making sense to you?
I am going to activate this guy first, and he will get I'll get a building.
Hold on.
Yep.
What
I'll
one? Go
Activate
ahead.
this
Yeah,
department.
you're good.
And I'm going to get the donation. Less
Cheaper
expensive.
donations. Okay. He thinks maybe.
I mean, it's either that or I do the donation on top of somebody else's donation, which means I would be able to get access to stuff that's already been taken, which is also really good. So I'll. What is the price on that guy?
$8.
$8 to stand the guy to do work forever, though. So that's not that bad. And then this guy over here is $3.
And remember, that's for R&D. Whenever the R&D action's taken, there are 3 more R&Ds.
Dilemmacy. Yeah, this one's. I'll take this one because I think this one will actually help me overall. So, and I will place it. I guess this is the
That
best.
costs 2 cubes.
2 cubes. And then I am going to activate this building on the end. I will get 3 cubes and $8. 3 cubes and $8.
Yeah, Tony, it was randomly removed. Yep. Both the lobbies.
And let's send this guy, or should I leave him here? If I leave him here, actually, I'll place it here. I'm just going to leave this guy here. And he'll give me... I'll get another cube. No, I'd rather take the money then. $6.
Okay, I think
$3.
$3. I think
$3.
$3 probably behooves you more. All right, Shrey.
I will take, so I'm going to do these. I'll take 6 for one of them and send him out west. Makes the most sense.
Because wests.
Yep, send him out west. And that's one of them. The other one, I honestly don't know. I need the cubes.
Interesting.
I'll take 2 cubes because I'm going to spend them with this. Yeah, I'll just put a third. Well, actually, Dang.
What are you thinking?
How quickly are we going to get to this Midwest is the question.
It depends on how quick you two go.
Yeah.
Because I am hurting in that current area at the moment, so I'm not excited.
I would say South happens far quicker than Midwest. Because Derek desperately needs movement.
And I need that. Yeah, actually, let's go south. That's fine.
Probably should have kept my mouth shut.
No, it's yeah, reasonable. All right, so that was so I got that. Now I need to take department. I'm at a place where I'm not entirely sure what I should take. Right, I could take, my choices are just go heavy R&D.
Lean into it.
So one
right?
thing is you can't have 2 of the same department. So I could not take that
correct.
one. So
right.
I could lean into it. I could do this one, which I do enjoy. Saves me cash. Saves me 3. No, save me 4 and
It's
6 and
yeah.
yeah.
The higher higher the cost, the more you save.
18 bucks for the next 3, or or the other choice is this one.
Yeah.
Because I want more movement.
Yeah, because this one costs $8 to activate, so you have to think about
Yeah.
spend $8. So
I'm gonna take this one because I'm hurting for movement.
I
Yep.
was gonna take that too. I was looking at that.
I have to pay 2 cubes for
Movement
that.
is nice. I just wish this building was not gone because
The
I like
lobby?
that one a lot.
This
No,
one's
no.
the lobby.
No, I don't like the lobby. I don't care about the lobby.
Okay. You're done?
Yep.
Shrey?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, the 8 movement one. No.
Yeah,
Which
the
one?
8 movement.
Yes.
Yeah, because that got
Oh, that
tossed
one?
at the very
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got one of them and the other one.
I had a chance. I could have drafted it.
I think I'm just going to get 2 cubes and leave those 2 there. Am I really? That seems nuts. But let me look at this. West. I'm ready for those. I have one of the 2 souths I'm ready for. I need to move that. I know what building I'm buying. Yeah, so I'm going to get 2 cubes for this, and then I'm promptly going to spend the 2 cubes to get the building or the department. Yeah. And we'll go and put that bad boy right there. That's me. That's Derek's turn. Shrey.
All right. So.
By the way, this is not. This is
that's
different.
not
It's
usual.
gone even and that's not how it normally necessarily goes.
It's
right?
not. It just has.
It happened when we first started playing. Like, when
I mean,
first started playing.
it can happen, but
We've definitely went to the end on one track multiple times in games, and it's been different ones each time.
so my issue is, I could do movement,
We all need movement.
but
Me less so, but yes.
I really should just do.
And even if he does move, I'm not going very far. It's like
Yeah, no, I have to. I have to build.
Glory to Rome, and that's the
Building.
mistake that I made because I can't do it.
Yeah.
Building.
So I will remove 1. I will remove.
That hurt.
I will
That was a
remove.
big oops, not having that.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was not going to bite me, but
Just gotta decide whether I remove 2 or 1 here. I'll remove 1.
cube.
1 cube, and then a second cube for my income, and then $5.
And for me, take that back. That's a cube, 2 cubes, $3 and a worker.
Take back 1. Goes to my lobby of everybody.
2 cubes.
And I will get
$3.
1, 3 cubes, and $3.
Put back 7.
3 cubes.
And 2 cubes, $3. And the guy. Okay, yeah. All right, go
So
ahead and
now,
build.
so now is the part of the West where you have to like
Pay attention.
assume, like try to avoid getting shut out of your plans. So what I could do, for example, is go to Denver and let's say Salt Lake City, but then someone could go to Reno just to be a jerk.
Oh, I promise you, for that build, I probably would just to spite you. Because I'm bitter now, because I
Yeah.
can't build.
So instead, I do go to Denver with a. I really want to remove this. So yeah, I'll go to Denver with public infrastructure. What do I need this for? Something else I need it for. There. 1, 2. I have to decide where I put my public infrastructures. So I will do 1 in Denver. All right, so 1 in Denver. Thank you.
Public infrastructure there?
Yep.
Okay.
For 2 cubes.
Yeah.
All right, and then I will say I will use a what's it going to be? I know where I'm going. I just don't know which type of disk I want to send. Money versus cubes. I will send the money one. So commerce for a single cube. Oh, actually, then we'll double check. Oh no, I can't do that.
Why?
I suppose I could. It's a little risky. There's a lot more other stuff on the board. There's a lot more commerce on the board than other stuff. But I want the extra money is the problem. Yeah, all right, send it to, what is that, Santa Fe, please.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. I
Well-
elect not to build.
I have 3 places to go in Los Angeles now. So
Yeah.
It's
All right.
safer than the alternative, I think.
Okay. Derek, you have 2 constructions you can do.
we have no Midwest left. We have
Why?
1 Midwest at the very. Oh, 2 more. Yeah, because we have the last one, right?
Yeah.
So we always have.
Oh,
one
yeah,
at the very
yeah,
end,
fair, yeah.
So we have 3 more Souths coming up. So South is going to be a hotbed coming up soon. We have the West. Okay, so I think I'm going to build. I need to build this, and just for my, and then I'll build this. So I'll build these 2. So I'll do a commerce and
Industry.
industry. And where do I want
Where
to
are
place
they going to go? Hey, wow.
I think. Where do
Yeah,
I?
Derek's got a party in. Well, let's face it, we all do in our lobbies.
Yeah,
right?
my
Yeah.
lobby is like bananas. Like everybody's like pushing up against the elevator. I'm here. I mean, I could just, yeah.
That's in the south in Memphis. Okay.
Yep. And that will send this guy down
Got you.
there.
Yep.
And now I can just start moving out west if I really wanted to. I can gain $2 by going to
Yeah,
Dallas.
because you got all 3 of those links now.
I can go to Dallas. It just 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 links to get there, which is doable. It's definitely doable. So let's do that then. Let's go and spend. Oh, sorry, I had spent 2 for that.
And then one
and
more.
then 1 more. to go, and let's go all the way to San Fran, just so I'm in the San Fran. Oops, sorry. And this guy will go here.
Okay.
And a cube.
And a cube.
All right.
Oh. Everybody benefits if I take movement. That's the only problem. But y'all only have 6 move.
6 and 3.
6 and 3, right. So I guess that's, and I have 14.
Whoa.
And I'm going to have 5 guys to be able to move.
6 if you take the income from this.
Oh, and I will. Yeah, I have to. Mm-hmm. I have to.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just the best thing to do. So yeah. So we'll go west here. All right, so I will remove that worker. That's a cube, 2 cubes, $3, and another worker. So 2 cubes, $3.
Put back 1 guy. He'll get me a cube
And the
and
worker.
3 more, so that's 4 cubes and $5.
And now I'm going to need that extra 8 movement.
I would like to have 5.
I will
I'd like to have
take
4. I'll take 4 movement at this
2
point.
workers, and that's 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 3 cubes, 2, 4, 6, 7 money, and a point, please, Derek.
8 points?
1 point.
8 point.
8 point, yeah.
Singular.
Hey, I'm in
I'm still
second.
winning.
I'm in second.
All right.
Wiener.
We're going to go ahead and send this one out for movement.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and, where do we put that? Put that dude back out west, I guess. Okay. Okay. Done. Or do we? Yeah, we got south. And we got west covered. Yeah, that's the right move. All right. So we're looking at 8 and 6 is 14 movement. Keep track for me.
Okay, yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And the debate now is, do I put it, I think I put it there, but do I have 2 buildings that I'm clamoring to get?
The other thing you could do, I'll just, and this
Sure.
is worth pointing out. You taught in the you said in the teach is you could put a 4th guy here.
I could,
Yeah.
because I definitely, that is a fair point. So then that, all I'm doing right now is I'm looking at departments up there. Is there anything that, oh, yeah, well, there's one. You know what? I actually will do that. I will do that. And he's just gonna not get activated, obviously.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 12.
And
And you have 14. So you could.
I could move.
Oh, you do have someone there. You could move out of your other your moving.
I need the cubes for this.
Oh yeah, you
I
could
need
always.
that there.
You could abandon the 6 movement and just take 8 movement from now on. But I don't know.
I usually do that, but not having the building has definitely put me in a bit of a.
Well, you would only lose 3 movement.
So I have 2 movement right now, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Left. You know what? Where I saw the building I wanted to build. So the question is, where is it? I think I do that to make up for it. I think that's where we go. So I have 2 movement left, and it's 3 either way.
What are you going to do on your turn?
So,
What do you
know
think I'm
what?
gonna do?
That's a good idea.
You can probably guess what I'm going to do.
I think I will move that from here
Yeah.
up to there.
That is a reasonable thing to do.
And now to activate, we're looking at 3, 5, and 6 is 11 all day, and I can't activate that one, so that's 11. Derek?
3 movement.
I'm going to telegraph my move by doing this.
That'll be helpful. Thank you.
So 11. There.
Oh, you left here and moved up. Okay. Wow.
If you could tell, you can see
Yeah.
what I'm going to do on my next turn.
How much
so
is
I
it
will
gonna cost you?
activate these
$8?
guys, and this guy is what, $2?
8, isn't it?
$8. Okay.
No, not $2, $8. All right. Well, that's helpful. So I will.
So hold on. Well, you said you telegraphed it, so I missed it. I was.
He
hammering.
moved.
I moved 3 things.
He moved 2 people into his
Yeah.
into his movement.
Oh yeah.
Because he desperately needs
Guess
to
what you're
move
doing
again.
next?
Getting $8.
You are.
Yeah.
So.
$8.
But that's okay. All right, Shrey.
All right. So I'm gonna do 2, 4.
And you have 6, right?
Yeah. 2, 4, and then 5, 6. We'll just do that now. So 2 and 2 more. So it's 4. All right.
And that's here. And that's here.
Movement.
Yes, movement.
Hey, we're doing south.
All right. So down south, not a lot of money, but I assume everybody's doing it, correct?
Yeah.
Just to be able to trigger their own stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
So, $2 for Derek, $1 for me and Shrey. You know what? I'm gonna
And 5.
take a second just to consider whether or not I'm going to do it. So give me a second.
Oh my good. I got a lot of.
That's a cube.
Yeah. Here.
And $4. Is it worth it? Or do I leave them there? I do have to build one more south.
Oh.
And there's 2
I
more.
can-
Yeah, I will. Okay, not gonna be too
Give me a
clever.
point.
Oh, plus
1 point.
1
yes.
point.
Plus I
Oh,
to
right.
get that.
I like 1
So
point.
1, 2, 3, 4, $5 and a cube. So that would be a 10. And a cube. These are 5s. So I'll put back 4. All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Derek,
5.
move it up.
These are 5s. All right, so I got 6 movement. Yay! I can move stuff around. So I will go to. So that's 4. I literally could. Five.
Yeah, and for all the reasons that Tony said, it plays smoothly, full of player interaction, minimal downtime, right? That's kind of like almost arguably the holy trinity of
And 6.
like a heavy euro, like what you're shooting for.
Yeah.
So this is
$10 to employ all these dudes.
well done.
Okay.
Now I'm out of jail.
So I have 8 plus 6. I have 14 movement.
All right, enjoy.
So 2, 4, 6.
There's going to be some very efficient buildings going on. Our departments are going to be humming.
Yep. That's 6.
7, 8, 9.
Oh, shoot. Did I have 9? I have 9 movement because I have 3 guys. So I have 3 more that I could do.
I'm at 9. So I have 4, 8 plus. I have 5 left.
Yep. Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you, yeah.
9.
I was so used to being in jail.
So
When
I got
out of
5
jail, I thought I
left.
was still in-
I'm going to do this.
Done?
Yep. So I have
Okay.
to stand up. But yeah, I'm done.
And do you have to
Or-
send any worker? No,
No.
because your building over there
Yeah.
in the corner is you
Yep.
don't have to send them out.
Yep.
The 4. Okay, got it.
3, 7. Okay.
So interesting here. So I have 3 for sure.
Faux show.
I mean, that's 2 of it. This will go out for $8, so take that and do that. Where do we want to put this? Probably in the east? So what do we got? We got the East, and we got the West coming up, then the Midwest. But so what am I? Okay, so Shrey's up next. I assume he's constructing, given what he could do. He's going to do one of these two.
Yeah, one of those.
That's
two.
likely, yeah.
I could honestly make a case for either.
I like both.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you want to?
It's not going to be impacted by wherever you go.
No, okay, so that means he's probably constructing. But I know I got to do that. So I don't need to necessarily put it in the East. So I got that, I got that. I still have to build everywhere, so I don't know that it makes a huge difference. I think I do that. I'm set up for that. Ah. I have to build everywhere, so I don't think it really matters. And I think, there. All right, so that's 2 movement, and I get $8. Or did I get the $8 already?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Peanut Gallery. Did I already take the $8 for this?
But you get one more movement.
And I get one more movement. I don't know if I'm going to use it, honestly.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
a worker
What?
You could move the lonely guy up a level. If when you build, you want to build for 3 points instead of 2 points, assuming that it's a building that you don't need the extra move, like it's going to be further away.
Yeah, that actually, yeah, I realized. Nope, not going to do that.
Okay.
I have a plan. So I got the $8. That's it. I'm not gonna spend the $2 to. Done.
Okay. Well, as much as I would like to, it's me right now. Yeah. Okay. As much as I would like to construct, I would prefer to construct more efficiently since I have 3 people here. So actually no, but if I construct, then I get 2 people in
Immediately.
Are there 2 places I want to construct with those 1 and 2?
Construct immediately.
Well, no, it fills up slots immediately because he has 2 laying down there already. Is what it means.
I see.
He
Without
can pay
movement.
them. Right.
You
Right.
could do
right.
But the problem is that if I call construction and do 2, and then you could just call construction immediately again, and I would have no discs because you have 4 discs. You have more discs than either of us. So I need to call R&D. I can't risk you calling construction immediately after I call it.
Well, that worked out really well. Because I didn't want you to do that yet. So, like, I didn't want you to construct because I have plans.
Yeah.
So that
Nor
works
did
out.
I.
So
I mean, because
I
I
went west. West side.
So I will take
I assume, but
a cube and a bunch of stuff. 1 point, please. And say, hey, I'm caught up.
and I am going to.
2, 4, 6,
I am
7.
also back to the
So that's
back to the lab.
2 cubes and $4. Make
4
that a nickel. Make that a dime.
Take one of these. Make one of these.
So there's cash and 2 cubes.
$5.
Okay, so
That's the most money I've ever had in this game.
the issue is that
We don't even have south.
At this point, west is not happening for a bit. South is not happening for a bit. Midwest, the only thing that might happen soonish is east, and that may not even happen soonish because it's because we don't need to move
A ton right now.
a little bit, but maybe not much. So it really doesn't matter, I think. Well, it matters, but I think it's hard to judge. So I think it's either south or. Yeah, it's either south. Oh no, Midwest is the next one here. Sorry, I missed that.
I wasn't going to point it out. I apologize. So how much do you have?
How much?
16? R&D?
Yeah, I have 16.
Okay.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, 9
So
and 7.
This person will go to the Midwest.
Okay.
So now I have 16. So 12.
Do it upside down, just in case. Or are you positive?
Oh, so 5. You want to do it that way? Or?
Well, no, I'm saying put that.
Sure, yeah.
So you know what you
Okay, so
did.
so 16 minus 4 is 12. And I need more. This is. Yeah, no, I need another one of this. So that's 2 more. So actually, no, 10. Do I need one of these? Probably, yeah. 10, 9. That's 5, which is what I have here. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 9 left. So let's do tracks now. Sure. So 6.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm not
There you
yellow.
go. I know.
6 left. 6 is an odd number where
Well,
I am.
that could be.
That's, yeah. But there's not really any benefit to doing that.
Okay.
Except the 2 points that you receive when you pull back your guy.
If I have anybody here.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
If you don't think you're going to build there again or place a guy, then yeah.
So 5 left, 4, and I'm on the first space there, right?
You
so
are.
yeah, 1 there, and then I'll do the 4 there. Derek, can you move my?
Okay.
Yeah,
Done?
done.
All right, flip your discs.
No, I'm on. Yeah, like that. Okay.
I'm also doing that.
All right, so I'm looking at 16 as well.
Woo.
9 and 7. Okay, so looking at this, I have a lot of cubes. Don't need a ton of that. So, 16. Let's start with the important stuff. That's 4. That's 7. That's 11. So I have 5 left, and now I'm in the trains on everything. 5 left. All right, let's look at stuff. I mean, I feel like I should get a public infrastructure just to be safe. 5 left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much punting on the public infrastructure, for right now at least.
Right. You can't do what's it called? Yeah, the orange one. Yeah.
So I had 5, so I have 3 left.
3 left. Yeah.
So 1's going to get wasted no matter what. I think I go there. Yep, done. Final answer. Not going to overthink it.
Derek.
Okay. I have 9, and I will use 4 to pull out this tab, and then I will use 4 to move here, and I will
Waste the remaining.
one will go away because I cannot do anything for 1 anywhere.
Okay, done.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah.
there.
Oh, interesting. That's
So,
kind of irritating.
so nobody set up for it other than me.
Yeah.
But that's not why. So gonna do donation first, and then we're going to do management there. So I owe 15. I will do a donation. What donation? That is a damn fine question. Okay.
Oh, crap. I wish I stood this guy up now.
So. You know what? Something we haven't talked about is on our player boards. So, actually,
barely doing anything.
these here have to do with the different departments that you have. Like, for instance, I have 2 R&D, right? I have 2 movement. Basically, you want to get 4 of those in a perfect world. Alas.
And the ones printed on your board count.
They do. But I know what building I'm going to buy right now, and that doesn't really help me a ton. So I don't think I'm going to look at that. So I'm pretty much not going there, at least anytime soon. I'm pretty dispersed. So it basically is here. And I think I'm doing pretty good money-wise, and I feel like I might be able to make use of that by the end of the game if I get any of my extra +3 tracks. So that feels like a good one. That means at the end of the game, you pay $1 or $5 in a cube for points and do that up to 3 times, maybe more if you have any of those unlocked on your tracks.
And I will take this one, because I was going to take the one that you didn't take for 6.
So straight up cubes.
Straight up cubes, because I am plethora of cubes.
Boy, are you. Yeah, you got
Lord
like,
of Rome.
All
That's
right.
frustrating. Like, those are the only. I can't conceivably go for the $5. I don't make enough money. There's just not enough money out there. So what's left then? Standing up workers. I don't think is. Usually I have way more departments by now than I have on the board. So.
Yes. Normally you have a lot. Your board's pretty filled up by this point in the game.
And I don't like my options really.
I always find it interesting on how the game changes because of the variables, you know.
Oh yeah,
and
because
it's just-
when you're getting income on things and everything else.
Yeah. Ooh,
So,
west. Well,
So
I guess
there-
we know who's going to be growing out west.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have at least 8 there, 8 points there. So 4 discs.
That's cities in the west, right? Or is
It's anything.
just
It's anything in the west. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have 4 as well, but yeah. Okay. All right. So now, do management, shall we? Well, I'll go ahead and do the obvious. I'll go ahead and build my building. So that's going to cost me 1 cube,
1 cube. Oh, you have a guy sitting there. Nice.
and the bottom left one, right
This
there.
one?
Yep.
What does this do?
It's basically a duplicate of that building
Oh, that's right. So you can build 5 times in a turn.
in a turn, and that will go there.
Used to be super
It's the
strong.
identical, but it's still, I mean, it's
Still
just
great.
more because I missed out on the extra building there. So there's that. So that's there. And then, what do I do with this? I could place them out there, and that might not be a terrible idea now. And I think I probably will, because I still have access to a ton of movement. So looking at the timeline, I have somebody in the Midwest currently, so I'm set up for this one. I'm not set up for the South or East. So, you know what? I could go ahead and take both of those and do that and that. I mean, I know we're going to be building here soon, but
Maybe. I mean, eventually.
I think that's okay. The South is going to happen at least twice because South. The Midwest is going to happen at least twice. And the East and West will happen once. So this I feel good about. The question is, do I leave that there or do I move that into the Midwest? I still got to build in the mid. No, I think I'm fine with that. And what do I do? Now here's the thing. My next donation is going to cost me $20 if I put another donation out. And I like getting
Points?
48 points from that in a perfect world. That's what I was shooting for in the last game, which means I'm going to need money. So do I just take the $12 or do I take $6 and 2 cubes? I have a ton of cubes, but building, you're looking at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's that. And I need more cubes. Every time I get income, I'm going to get a cube there. I think we take the $12 and call it good. That's me. So, done. Derek.
Nice. I have one building. That's this one. It's a lonely place to be, but it's where we are. And I'm going to take this building here. This is the R&D building that will let me go on top of somebody else. And I also have this building here that makes it cheaper. So I'll be able to go on top of somebody else for $12 if I can get there.
Right.
And this costs
pay
me
your cubes. Yep.
2 cubes.
Not that you're missing them, but there you go.
No, definitely need to spend them.
So now it's me. So I have to decide what's Derek doing on his turn.
And he has one building to build. Okay.
So he could construct, or he could R&D. He could move. He's not going to do management again.
He's not going to move.
If he moves, it is east. No, he's not moving. Construction or R&D. Construction, R&D will be Midwest.
R&D is Midwest, and he's not set up for any of those. So construction is probably because of that, right? Just deductive reasoning.
I don't really want him to do construction, but if he does,
wow, you're needy.
He's very needy. Needy Shrey.
but I think it's fine. All right, so let me just count my cubes. 2, that's 5, 9. All right, that's fine. I am not going to do this action. I'm going to use my token.
Okay, so there goes the 3 points. So
I
that's
didn't think
dead,
it was
and
gonna make it all the way to the end.
So what action are you choosing?
I'm
to
constructing.
Do? Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, gonna do back-to-back constructions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
So instead of doing this, you're doing that because of that.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we'll send one to LA with this,
Uh-huh.
and that's 2 cubes.
Okay.
We'll send one to
Oh, you just have to connect everything else.
Washington.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's cool.
For 2 cubes.
Help me out. Okay, thank you.
So,
And one more build.
and Kansas City, or I could go to Omaha and get 3 study points. R&D.
Omaha.
That's what I hear in my head as well.
Yeah, no, we'll do Kansas
City.
City.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, housing. For another cube.
Okay.
Done.
All right. So that's that.
Oh, and these stand up for $4.
Oh, on that note, also, real quick, just obviously, I'm going to spend the $2.
Yep.
Stand that bad boy up as well.
I'm not going to
Okay.
spend this money. He's going to continue siestaing at this desk. Let's see. I'd really love to move.
Oh, really? Interesting.
He knows what, because then I would have access to this to be able to make extra donations.
Oh.
Oh, I just realized that, wait, Derek is black. Yeah, he doesn't have the cash to do a donation.
Huh? What do you
Oh,
mean?
yeah, he spends a cube.
Yes.
1 cube.
It's $12.
Oh, you have the discount. Discount.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You are correct. Yes.
Discount.
Even if it just went,
Yeah.
I'll construct, because construction is the best action right now.
Construction. So, donation.
So spend your 12, assuming.
Or I could wait. Do I want to do any of these? $5, standing up, departments, R&D department, I have 2, 3, 6. It's 9 points. I have 9 points right now, and I grab a building later. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend all my money, except for $2. And I will take this one.
Okay.
This one's 1 for each. Yeah.
That you have including printed, right?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9 right now.
Yeah, it's 9 also.
Okay.
I will decline.
Huh. Okay. Do I get one of those? So I have 2 of everything, don't I? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I have 2 of everything. which is 6. I don't know how many more buildings I'm going to get. So 3, that's 9, if I were to get that. Over here, for every active worker, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe?
Yeah, but you can't count the ones on the construction.
No,
because,
oh yeah, good point, because they'll be gone, won't they? Most of them will. That's tempting. For $20, is it worth, like, essentially what could be $10? Or 10 points? Is it worth it? I think for $20, that's a lot of money. But do I need to stand up a ton of dudes anymore? I don't know if I do. I will. I'll spend the $20.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
each get
it's
2
either
actions.
going to be that. I think those are the two that make the most sense. That all but assures me 10, maybe 11 points. So yeah, we'll call that good. Done.
Okay.
All right. Here, Shrey.
Wait, no.
Hey, Brianna.
Wait,
It's
no.
me. We got to do construction.
We are
Oh,
constructing.
we didn't. Oh, sorry. That was just. I
no, you should.
apologize. Sorry. Shoot. I'm excited about this.
It is exciting. I cannot build in Commerce, so I can't go to Kansas City. So then I have to figure out a way to go around Kansas City. If I go through the Midwest, I can actually get a lot of. I can actually get some. Ooh.
You get R&D.
I can get R&D, and then I take R&D and I slide out that thing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to stick an extra one in there for no reason. Oh, this is such a dilemma.
Well, Omaha and Kansas City are essentially the same. A 2-point difference, but I'm saying
Yeah.
this gets you the disc that you need then to go into Denver.
I know. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, I'll do that. So I will use this first guy here, and I will use. Let's go. Do I need it to get into the? I might need it to get into San Francisco. So I will use this one here for
Which
one.
then gets you 3 R&D.
3 R&D, which I can use 2 of my R&D to slide this out, which will then give me this disc here. Then I can use this disc to go here for 1.
And that goes in west.
This guy's in west. And then I want to use this one. Oh, I'm already in San Francisco, so I don't really even need to worry about that. So I will go here. You guys could just stick one in there and just screw me so easy.
I have extra builds now, so
I know.
be careful. Here's what I'll tell you. If you don't go to Portland, my hometown, and you go to either Reno or Salt Lake City, I will not block you.
What? If you do not go, if I don't go to Portland?
You know, Portland and Boise, that's the path I planned on taking.
Ah,
But if you go to Portland, I will go to Boise.
okay.
But basically, I'm telling you, I will not interfere. I can't speak to Shrey, but I will not. You have my word on that. And put your last dude in the west.
Ah, yes. Dude. It's coming. Nobody in the south. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Shrey, you got, what, 2?
I got 2.
I feel like I should wait and then stick a guy down south. That probably would have been.
Okay, then do that. Hold
Yeah,
on, before,
go ahead
if
if
you're
you want.
gonna do it now, I mean, that's okay.
Because
It's safer
Well, then I'll wait, and whatever you do, then I'll do whatever was left.
than instead of this. Where'd that come from?
It came from here.
Okay.
So I will go down and what is it, $2 or?
I don't know if you were.
Yeah, I
It's,
think.
those are the 2 obvious ones, I guess, then?
South is going to happen twice. So yeah, that's best.
Okay, where?
Sorry, and I'll go in Boston.
H-Town.
Yeah, Houston.
Somebody rockin', knockin'.
All right. New Orleans, please, with public infrastructure. And then, there is another one there. Okay. And then, now it's a decision.
Commerce.
So it's all connected.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Nope. Here?
No. New Orleans.
Yeah, it is. No, you're linked up. You are
All
correct.
right, so I go out west, basically. So I'm going west. Oops. Sorry. And it's whether I go to get the extra point
In L.A.?
in LA or Seattle. Oh, sorry, no. Rather in
Oh, I see. Because if you come to any of these, you're going to get 2 points.
yeah,
And then if he goes to Helena or Seattle.
or whatever is Phoenix is in.
Yeah, Phoenix. Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Or I could go to Portland just to get in your way.
Well, I mean,
But then you go to
Yeah.
the other two, and Derek has to make his way a different way.
Nah, or it doesn't happen, which is fine. It's part of the game.
that costs you a point.
It cost me a point. That's the downside. We'll see if that point screws me over. So put me to Portland,
Yeah.
and I'll take 2 points because of that.
And 2 points there. Yep.
Nope.
Yes, it's opposites. Dang it.
You definitely hurt Derek on that. And
That's
it cost
okay.
me 2 points. All right, so I have 4 that can go. These 3 and that 1, and I have plenty of discs. Okay, so let's look at the map. Where do we need to go? So New York's got to happen. So we'll go ahead and that'll be a commerce
1 cube.
and a cube. Done. And now the 3 left. So there. Pittsburgh's closed off. Cincinnati is awfully tasty, which that's probably going to happen. But I will double back on that. And industry will be 2 cubes. There. And there. So we're covered for everything except for the West, which the West ain't happening right now. But I have 2 left. So Cincinnati to get the extra 3 would be awfully good.
Yeah, because your networks aren't connected right now.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Oh, and that would actually, yeah, I have to. I need to not mess around. So we will go Midwest there, which is unfortunate because there's only 2 Midwest, but I can always take more guys off there. And that will go, I guess, housing, because there's not really any housing left, right?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, there is in the Northeast up there, but we'll go Cincinnati, which is going to get me 3. And those 3 will be, I think we just go ahead and bust that out there. And so now, let's see. All that is done, but I'm not in New Orleans, so let's go ahead and hit Dirty South. So there, commerce, and that's me, right? So now I need that and then a way into San Francisco. Done, right?
Yep.
Okay, that now is now Shrey's turn.
And now you can stand that person up if you want to.
Yeah, and obviously I will pay the $2 to do that. Yeah.
So now I should have been thinking about this. I'm not sure what I want to do. I could do R&D, but I don't get my full movement out of it. My full 16. I only get 9. I could instead do. It's either got to be movement or R&D, and movement will get me. I only have 2 people to move.
The one that's on your board and
Yeah.
that, right?
I need some of these people back.
R&D gets you 3, well, 2 back.
Yeah.
Or one, however you want to do it.
Yeah, but I don't maximize the R&D if I do that. But at this
You'd have to move
point,
first, right? If you wanted R&D.
yeah.
Wow, you're close to the end on that one.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
This is so good.
Is there another thing I could do? I could do management. Does management help any of you? Not really. And
I mean, it gets me a building.
I do need a building. There is a department I want. And it's south, which I have a person down there. That's not a terrible idea, actually. So it's really just you have one person in management and you have one person in management. Let's do that.
Okay, so south.
So it's 2 and stuff. So 3 points for blue, please.
Okay.
So 2 and 2 cubes and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 money. Okay, done.
Am I at 2? Am I at $2 over there?
So yeah, you're at 2. I'm at 5. So I will take that.
I'll take a worker.
So that's 5.
I'll take my worker back.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 and 2 cubes.
2,
So 15
3, 6 is 12,
and 2 cubes.
15. So you have 15.
Okay.
All right, and I will build a building.
Yep.
3 cubes.
I will build. So the question is, do I try to go for to make something better for donation? It would really be. I think I need the one that gives me a discount. Oh, but then it's going to cost me
$8
So
to
what?
even do it.
I have
2 out there. So the next one's 15.
so it saves me 6, and then the next one is going to save me 8.
Yep.
So the next one is 9, and I would have the 9 to do it. Sure, let's do that. So I'll do that for 2 cubes, and stand it up. Oh no, it's only 1 cube because there's a person there. Stand him
Yep.
up for 8. Done.
Okay.
Done.
And I can buy one for 2 cubes. I don't know. Which building to get. Huh. I'm getting so much money at this point that that one's tempting if I can get it staffed. That's the $1 million question, right? Or the one at the very top, which
Do you score for all the guys standing?
Right, which I don't know how realistic that is at this point. Spending a cube for $6 or $1 for a cube. I mean, I could make a case either direction for that, but I think I'll go ahead and take the original one
Which one?
for the construction one.
This
Well,
one?
you're both.
This one?
Well, no, it would be that one if I do.
Oh,
So
dollars,
a moment.
cubes.
Yeah, that one.
For 2 cubes.
Already.
Oh, you paid.
I think I paid him. I might not have.
I haven't, so I'm going to pay mine. And
Okay,
I will
go
take
ahead.
my building, which...
Tell me if I paid my cubes for that, y'all. So tentatively, those are gone. So
All right, that was that.
okay. So now. I feel like R&D. The answer to that, what the peanut gallery tells me, is actually going to play a part in this. Because I think I'm doing that. And the fact that I'm first. Either way,
What are we doing?
we're doing R&D. So Midwest.
R&D. Okay.
Well, I know I'm taking at least 2 of those. Maybe a third, I'm not sure. So that's going to be 6, and then 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 cubes.
Yes, you paid it.
I paid them already? Okay, there we go. So I get those back. So $9 there and there. And I have 6 here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. Thank you, Alyssa. So I have 6. I could do that. You know what? Do I need it? I don't. And I'm building first, right?
Yes. Well, you're
Sorry,
you're
R&D first.
Yeah.
Right.
You could build if you choose that action.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. Damn it. I need 8. No, I want to make better use of that. 4, 6. Done. Got my income.
I'll take one guy back. I'll go into my lobby of fun, and I'm going to move that track 1, which will give me 3, which is 3 that I'm spending here,
Yep.
and then I will just take back my thing.
All right.
Okay.
I will move that one also. And I will take 2 cubes and $10 and 3 points.
All right, I'm looking at 16.
4.
I'm looking at 9, sadly.
16 R&D is going to be 5, 11, and it maxes that. And I need 5 more, and that 5 is going to be right there, which will give me 3 cubes immediately. There we go. That's me. Done. So now I'm capped at 15 for these respective things.
Damn it. I'm 9, but I need 5 and 5. I need 10. I'm going to probably, well, take 5. Put this out. And that will leave me with 4 more. What should I do with 4 more? I'm fine there. Let's go 2. Let's go 2 and 2.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
I'm going to do 1, 3, 9, or 8.
8, right.
And waste the extra because there's
Okay.
no place for a single.
Get your 2.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yep. That's me. Darren, what you want? What you really, really want?
He wants. Well, he got his R&D that he needed, but he wants movement. I think
Movement,
I
but
don't know, because I can't really build out there anymore, so I don't know if I really want that anymore.
you can't build out there anymore.
Well, I feel like if I move, I'll get everybody in the position, then you guys will all build, and then I will not be able to make that last link, so...
because there or
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going south is what he needs to do, which is
I can't.
4 down there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I can only build 3.
On this construction, yes.
Yeah. I mean, if there was another construction, that
Well, there
could
could
work.
be.
It could be 2. Yeah, if there's 2
But
constructions,
I
yes.
highly doubt that, because you guys both don't need to construct anymore. You want to construct only 1 more time.
No, I need 3 construction.
Yeah.
Depending, I
So
mean,
you're
if
good.
trade blocks me,
Yeah,
then
you're
I'm
good.
gonna need construction twice.
Nah, that's not going to happen. So I'm not getting that link. So I'm just going to figure out. I'm trying to figure out something else, but I don't know if I can really do anything else other than the push R&D, which then will give you guys more stuff. So I think I'm just going to do movement.
Okay.
So I'm.
So,
gonna-
all right. So here, hold on. This is since we've reached the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we get income in the east, and then donations. Okay. Income in the east.
What is that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Sad. Oh, I should have pushed that
But you
up.
get all your gears.
Yeah, I get my gears.
Yeah, I mean, you're
3. And 2 cubes.
very nice.
Done.
3 points.
And for me, this is the last east, right?
Yes, so you might as well take the 8 bucks.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17 in 2 cubes. 17, make that 22.
All right, and then donation. Are you making a donation? For, is it a third or fourth?
15.
Fourth.
It would be for $15. I am not going to make my donation because I'm going to be making them later on top.
Okay.
Okay.
I will make a donation for
15?
9.
Yeah, whatever your discount is, right?
So, disc, 2 choices.
Which are?
We're moving, right?
We are moving.
We're moving. So it's probably one of these 2. So we'll do this one.
And for me, it would be 25 bucks. The thing is, I can do that up to 15 points, right? So that would need 20. I think I could afford it, actually.
Oh, because you pulled it all the way out? Oh, very nice.
I think I can afford it. I think so. So it's 25. We're about to move, and we got 3 turns left. I think that makes the most sense. I think I'll have more than 7, so I'll go there. All right, done. And now moving. Derek.
All right. I have 9 movement, so I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 more movement.
Move it.
I will move from here to here. And
8.
then and
One
then I
more.
will, huh?
One more, right?
Oh, if I have 1 more, then I'll move this guy over here then.
Yeah, that makes sense. There you go. All right.
And then I'll stand these guys up, $3 each for $6, and this guy over here for $9 total.
Shrey.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I don't need that. It's not going to happen. 2, 4, 6, and I still have a lot left over.
2, 4, You have 2 moves left.
No, I have
Oh,
I have
no,
I have
you-
eight,
yeah,
I have
yeah, you
I have
got- yeah, you
14
got plenty,
total.
You're right.
So 2, 4.
New buildings, maybe.
Well,
Workers
I
out
guess
there
the
for
question is cash. How much cash do I have left over? 2, 4, 2. So if I were to spend 14, that's 12, 13, 14, 11, 14, and the next donation is 12. And then the one after that is where it gets expensive.
You know, all guys standing are 1 point at the end of the game,
Yeah.
unless you've chosen the standing guy, which
2
2
points.
points for you.
So I will do it this way. So, I could do that. That's what I should do. I'm going to assume that R&D is not going to get called at all. So 1, 2. So 2, 4, 6.
That's 5.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 10, 11.
Done?
Is that? No. 10, 11, 12. Done. So
Okay.
I have to spend 14 to stand these up.
All right, so let's figure this out. All right, so. Two, 4. I have 11. So that'll go out somewhere. That's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I didn't even look at what you did. I didn't look at what you did.
I'm trying.
Whoops.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see.
Okay. That's fine.
No, he's definitely doing R&D. He needs it.
Yeah, on this last turn. I should have left one guy behind, I guess.
Uh,
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have one more. Oh, better yet. Move that one there, and I'll take one of these guys and put them there. That works out. So now I need to activate 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. And then I need to put this guy out on the board somewhere.
That was a mistake. Dang. Didn't need to move that last guy there.
If you want to undo it, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you just did it. Literally.
So what do we got? Midwest,
I did
South,
it
and
too.
West.
I moved this guy over to here.
Midwest, South, and West. And I know he's going to do that. So there we go. Done. So that was Derek.
All right. Well, we're gonna do this.
So Midwest is happening now.
Yeah.
Ew, I should have left the guy over here. Oh.
So that's 3 study points, which is pretty wasted, I think. So I should go to. I should.
3 is here.
I mean, yeah, but it's a couple of bucks, right? That's not that interesting. What's the other ones happening? West?
Oh yeah.
I don't think. No, it's not.
You can't
Yeah, I
move.
can't do that. So
Yeah.
So I think. I don't think. Sure. Yeah. Push me up on that track. All right. That's the 3 study points, and then
And
I get
I'm
my
taking-
stuff.
3 as well, which. Yep, it's got to be that. Okay, and now, so that's done. Then I'm looking at 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 cubes. So that, and 2 cubes.
All right. For management, I'm going to spend 6 cubes for 3 departments. 1, 2, 3. All I care about is that
Yeah.
the
That makes sense.
and then
you
we'll
put
just
them all
go up there.
top. That makes sense. That's clever. For me, I can just take one. I have cubes to burn, so I might as well. So there's 2. Do I care? Really? I know. I don't think it really matters, but just in case, give me the top one.
I will use 2, and I will take the passive building that I am scoring on, and I'll stick it right now.
Okay. That's oh shoot! I forgot about these guys.
Go ahead.
I wasn't paying attention. I need to send one to the south. That was the only thing that actually mattered. So I'll take 6 and then 3 more for
For
the other one.
And so I built. That's all you're doing for yours.
Yeah.
All right. So my turn. And pretty clearly,
Construction. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and I need to do it first, right?
Yeah.
So south happens. So that's going to be 7 and 9. That's going to be 16 cash for me. 16 and 2 cubes. I clearly have messed up the cube situation there, but that's all right. Can make a donation. Now it becomes a quick math issue. I mean, straight up 7. Am I gonna have? I don't. $30 for 7 points. I don't know if that's worth it. So,
Well, remember, as long as you have the money left over for that.
right.
Yeah.
Which I will. Which I need to do that 4 times. So I set aside $20, which is untouchable. And
Which
plenty.
you're going to get some money from this, from there.
Yeah.
So you really only need to set aside $10.
11.
11?
technically. Oh, less than that because those will be gone. So yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
So $30, right? 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30.
Yeah.
And so I'm building first. Y'all can't stop me, right?
Correct.
So I'm looking at
Should we all do? Oh,
all
are
of
you doing
this.
a
This is
donation?
donation stuff. I'm just trying to make sure. So there, I guess, or 3 of my 5 builds, and then if I were to go there, then the east, and I'm looking at 4, that's 8 if I were to do it this way. Whereas these are those, and that's 6. It's more cubes I don't need. I don't need that. I think this actually makes sense. I think I can do that.
2, 3.
So that's me. Derek, donation.
I want to make the donation.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks.
And then we'll take income, and then my income will be 6, 8. I think I can do both. I should have enough money to do both.
not sure.
But the points are really awful. What's left? So I can take that for 2 points each.
Yeah, okay.
But do I want to do 2 points each? I'm gonna drop 3.
That's kind of interesting too.
I want to go there. Seems really bad for 7 points.
Hey, allow me here.
Hmm?
Give me 1 second. Nope, never mind.
So this is 12, and then just need 10 more.
For the
Yeah, I'm able to do it. So I'll spend the 12. Oops. To drop 1, and I'm not really scoring. This is not very good for me.
It's 2 points.
I mean, that's 7. I was debating whether or not to do that and build those 4.
Wait, that wouldn't.
Oh, that wouldn't work.
No.
I'll
Never
take
mind.
7.
Okay.
All right, I'll spend 12. Oops, sorry. And hey, I'm gonna have the money after all.
Yeah. All right. So I got 5 of these bad boys, and I got plenty of cubes. So those 5, it's going to be those. So let's do the stuff that I have to do.
7 cubes. Okay.
Yeah. So right here, these
Okay.
7. That will go 1 there, 1 there. Then I will do oh, hold on. Let's do this right. That was there. That was there. We're going to put another there. And both of them are going Albany and here in Boston. Done.
All right, Derek, you building?
Yeah, I wonder if it's better if I just get points, or do I go all in on the cities? Because I get 9 points from the cities, or I get
Oh, don't forget.
and I get 9 points from the small cities. So I get 9 points from the big, or 9 points from the small.
To be clear, Derek has the copy for donations, but it has to be with R&Ds
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
Which
So
he's planning for that.
he's
Yeah.
going to. So
my last move.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If there was an opening, I could theoretically I could decide either do I want to have my link, and I could create my link on my last turn by placing 1 more additional worker,
Yeah.
or I could do R&D and then get an additional 12 points.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of balances itself out. I'm just not sure which one I wanted to do, but I think presence in the cities probably is where I want to go. So I will take 1, 2, 3, and that will cost me 2,
4
3,
cubes.
4 cubes. So I'll get this big behemoth and take 1, and then I'll place them. And take my 9 points that way.
Okay.
Okay.
I would love to have the link, but I cannot make
I'm
the
going to spend 2 cubes for my 2 housing, and they're both going in the west. And Seattle, Helena.
Right, just 4 more points. That's going to be a big lead. I don't know. That's a big lead.
So it's worth noting that El Paso down there is in the south.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
green text.
it's-
Yep,
south.
yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, last action. Derek.
Guess what I'm going to do?
To be clear,
I could
does
do any of
not
them.
have to do R&D.
could
Could do
do-
any of them.
I could do any of them,
But-
but I'm going to choose R&D.
All right, so west.
Just so worked out, right.
So I will go first. So I'll take all my guys back. It will give me 8 points.
And you get your stuff.
And get your normal stuff.
Yeah, I'll get my normal
I'll
stuff.
take my...
8, and I get 6. Hey,
8,
we're at 0.
I'll get 3 more
11.
for that.
And then I need the money more than the cube, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 17. That'll be 20.
2, 3,
And 3 cubes.
6.
Donation.
15. 17.
So are you doing a regular donation? Or are you going to wait to just put on top of something else?
I don't think I can do 2.
Okay. All right, so I
Hey,
have...
hold on 1 second. We point at your one with the donation, the double. That. Notice that's because apparently it's been tripping people up. Notice it's R&D. So whenever R&D happens.
Yep, which is
So-
now.
It's
Right.
it's useful. It's hella useful.
especially-
Yeah, well, especially if you get it early.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
I've had it on the first.
Right.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Of
All
the
right.
game.
So
right.
are you doing a normal donation?
I am not doing a normal.
Okay.
donation.
So I spend 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay.
This is your fifth.
Fifth.
Right.
So what's left? So I got 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4 or 4 or 4. I think is what I see.
But this is your 5th one, so it's going to be 5 times.
No, I already paid the cash. It's just where do I put it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. No. Uncle.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah. All right. Do your R&D.
Okay. I'll do my R&D, so I go here, and then I place, let's place on this one here. 12
And
points.
send the guy out. Send the guy out.
Send him a guy. This guy goes...
Doesn't matter where.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't matter. And then do your 9 R&D.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got my 9 R&D.
I do that. That's my 6.
Don't have enough to be able to... Oh, I guess I can just
Right.
take 5.
Yeah.
Take 5 there. And then I have 4 more left. Are these... That doesn't really matter at the end of the game for these scoring up
No,
there.
no, there's nothing you can
So
do.
I'll just take this because... yeah. Damn it. 1 more in there. But I'll take that 3 points for the end of the game.
All right. I did mine. I moved my housing tab to the max.
I
You
got
have
all right.
6.
So I'm at...
Oh, no, you have
13.
13. Oh, dang.
So I have plenty of money. I have plenty of cubes for that one. I don't think it matters anything other than
It's 11.
that's 11.
So you have 2 left over, right?
And I guess, does it matter?
It doesn't.
It doesn't,
You can just
so,
do that for fun.
yeah.
And then you send your guy out technically.
Oh, okay.
But again, it doesn't-
You know what? Doesn't matter. All right, so that's it.
That's it.
Now we go into final scoring. Okay. All right. So here we go. First off, does
Does
anybody
Shrey
have that? Does Shrey have it?
Does Shrey have the token?
I do
does
not,
not.
no.
All right. Everybody gets 1 point for every active worker they have.
I get 9.
4 for yellow.
I get 7.
And then 2 or 3 points respectively. Go ahead, Derek.
Okay, it's the ones we built, so it would be 2, 4, 6, and another 6 is 12. 12 and it's 24.
Shrey.
3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16.
16. 1, 2, and 14 is 54. And for me, I'm looking at 2, 4, 6, and 6 is 12.
12 and 4 is 20.
Right?
No.
12 and 4 is 16.
16.
I appreciate it, though. Not gonna lie, I do appreciate it.
Math.
All right, so now points on your actual these guys.
Yeah.
So what you got?
3.
I got 3 also.
You are here,
And you got 6.
and I'm looking at 6.
Oh, you maxed twice.
And then links. All right, so that's this track. Is anybody not on railroads?
We're all
No,
green.
we're all in the green column.
Yep.
And Derek, what do you get?
3. 3 links.
So 3 links, 18 points, 45.
Yeah. Painful. Painful.
Shrey,
I got the 36.
and I got the 36. That's 57, 36, 93.
And then you're 22 and 36, 58.
And then points on actual cities that you are in. So, Derek, go.
All right. 6. 6. 12. 14. 6 more is
20.
20.
22. 25. 27.
30.
Yep.
75.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm at 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14, 17, 19. 19 and 9 is 28. 1, 2, 26, 86. And then this hurts.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the west. And then 12, 15, 17, 20, 22, 24, 20, 27.
27, 120. And then these bad boys, all our donations. So Derek, what you got?
I have 12, 12, 12, 12, and 7.
55?
Yep.
So 50 is 125, 130.
Bad score. Oh well. Thanks for playing.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's that bad.
Oh, it's not bad, but you guys played.
Yeah. No. Okay. So I see.
All right. So now me. All right, one per building. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does it count the lobby?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
I'm not sure.
It is a building, but it is not a. It doesn't have the symbol above it. It's not a department.
That is donations, right? Including starting departments. I don't know. We'll just call it 10. It's a lobby, not a department, I would argue.
I would say it's not a department.
All right, so there's 10. I'm allowed up to 18.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18. 28 and 12 is 40. 1, 2, 3, 44. 44, and I can do that 5 times. So 44 and 18 is 62. And then here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 70.
70 in donations. Wow. That's
Wow.
14 and 56.
56. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm blue. So human resource departments, I have 2. So that's 4 only. Oh, sorry, 6. Those departments. So I max at 5. Oh, sorry, I have a plus 3 on the max. So it's so I can get this one up to 15, and I have 5, so it's 15. So 15 and 6 is 21. This one I've maxed. So 21 plus 12 is 33.
Yep.
This one I have, so let's come back to this one, 33, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6. So 20. No, wait, I have 7 there.
Is it every marker in the West, or is it only in the cities?
I'm pretty sure it's every marker.
It's every marker in that area. It's for all the markers.
In the region.
So 23 plus 14 is
37.
So let's do 37 first because I'm
57.
Okay.
Which was enough to win it.
And then this is I can do up to how many times? Well, I can do 7 times, and
That's 14.
That's 14,
You can,
which is
yeah,
yeah.
14 more. 61, 71. So Shrey, 171. Decent teacher, 156, and Derek,
Thanks for
130. All right. So, thoughts on Carnegie? I mean, okay, hey, we like it.
Yeah.
Wow, I like the asymmetric beginning. I feel like taking away some points at the beginning of the game actually gave you guys a little bit of a push right off the gate. I felt like I was in really strong position, but then I lost steam because you guys just kept going. So I think I really like that because playing the game multiple times, you kind of get like things that you want to do and things
Sure.
that you try to accomplish. And I felt like even though it was a little bit an asymmetric beginning, just that little push at the beginning made the game, it changed the game a little bit more than it's already changing.
Right,
so
right.
It's interesting.
Yeah, you already mentioned it during the game that this does everything right for a Euro game, right?
Not a lot of downtime, a bunch of interaction, and just keeps it moving.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I don't even feel your turns because I'm like trying to figure out what I want to do.
Right,
and
but you're also, I mean, you're paying attention to what.
Oh, yeah.
and for me, so like this is one of those things where this is like a near perfect game for me because it caters to my sensibilities a lot, like significantly, right? The interaction that's involved here is not not direct like you might get in something like, you know, I don't know, in a game where there's actual, like, you know, you go after someone on a units on a map game, right?
Right.
That sort of thing. You know, like there are Euros that have that kind of thing in it, right? That's not the type of game, that type of interaction I enjoy, because I don't like that confrontational style. This is much more about like timing and watching what other people are doing and understanding what they might do, and trying to make it so it works better for you in the end than the other person. And that's the sort of interaction that really hits me well. And so, like, for me, this is the type of thing that I love. Other people will like different things, but this is my favorite game, my favorite like new game that I've played in quite a while.
Yeah, y'all, like I said at the very beginning, y'all talked about this a whole bunch, right, leading up to it.
We couldn't wait for our copies to arrive.
And yeah, everything I said at the beginning, I'd heard a lot about it from y'all, which I respect y'all's opinion, obviously, and we like a lot of of similar games. But I was like, how good can it really be?
True. And is it the magic of playing it at a certain place, or?
And I'm not super keen on Trois. Yeah. All right, which is the other big one by Xavier. And I think the artwork actually has a big part in that. I really dislike that whole medieval, but whatever. That said, at 4 players, I did find that it ran a little long because you have to watch what other people are doing to be able to try it. So you can't, okay, hey, everybody do your moves.
Yes.
Right? Because you have to, like, if it's Derek's turn, he's going first. Well, I need to see what Shrey's setting up for his action so I know where to move. So there's that. That's the negative side. It can run a little bit long. And oddly, it's rare that I feel this way, but I understand the 20 turns and getting all of this set up and the whole 9 yards. But it's one of those games that feels like it goes a little long in that, you know, in engine builders, you're like, oh, I just got my engine going.
Correct.
And the game ends.
Boom.
And you want that one extra turn.
Correct.
I feel like this actually goes the other way. Like, it runs so well that I'm like, we could have scaled it back a turn. But I don't know how that would work.
So one of the interesting things about the game style that I've played is generally friendly on the map, right?
Right.
Like you could go out of your way to get in the way of people, and you know I got in Derek's way once. Like there's one move that I did that was explicitly blocking, right?
Right. The disc in Portland.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But generally, you know, we all get a reasonable amount of points for the on the map, the linking, right? Yeah. A different group of people could play this much more aggressively on the map, and then you're like at the point where, okay, well, you're not getting as much done there. You feel like the game's ending too soon because you haven't accomplished what you want on the map.
And that's a fair point. Maybe it feels that way just because we have played friendly on the map. So
and there are some of our friends that like to just block, and that's the fun part of this game is literally just.
No, you're not making. You know,
They'll fill in a whole city.
And that's I enjoy that kind of, like. I love that kind of game also. Like I think I've played like, you know, a couple of plays like that online, and when somebody's doing it, everybody's doing it because you can't just let one person be messing with everybody, and so then it's like it's okay. I don't feel bad about it. Like and so I think that actually comes through well, and it changes the tone of the game quite a bit, and the map, you know, the points you get from the map are different, right? You might end up with like, okay, I'll put like a ton of discs in the Northeast to get a ton of points, right? Because you can just get, you know, New York, Albany, Boston, those are 3 points per disc, right? You get like 5 or 6 discs there. That's a lot of points, right?
That's a good point. I mean, exactly, yeah.
I think there are different approaches to the game and different ways that the game can run.
And I've only played it twice. Y'all have played it a lot, right?
And
then
then we also have, you know, ways that so each one of these correspond to each one of their individual areas. So we can change the scoring, which would change the.
But the awesome thing about this is when you play with this expansion, these don't have to go there.
That's right.
In player order, you could just do that.
And then the
right?
game becomes about building. Is so
right.
important.
And so it's going to completely turn the things on its head.
That's right. And if you wanted to do this, then you could be like, all right, well, now root building is now really strong.
Right.
And the way that this is actually done, because everybody's drafting them and we're adding them to the board or taking them away, if you had 4 people drafting this, or even 3, it would definitely change on top of all the other variabilities.
And it changes it not just like the entire direction that you would go in this game would turn on its head in that regard. And then, and I'm not going to get them out, but then there's the expansion buildings, which you can take some out, you can leave some, and there's an entire little 4-page little booklet here in the...
And we've played the expansion buildings. We played the expansion builds,
stuff.
And basically each one of the departments kind of give you something that department does special, and then they kind of push up that special thing, whether it has to do with these tracks here, engaging other parts and components of the game that we might not necessarily have kind of gloss over or one is important, which is really interesting. And then you'd mix and match those. So
I think the extra departments are like they're really interesting. There's some really interesting things in there.
But they're
I'm happy to play a ton more with that. I'm also like perfectly content with the buildings that come in the base game. I don't. If this is a game that you would play a lot, then I think it would be good to have the extra buildings. But I don't think they're necessary to enjoy the game.
When initially
I haven't touched them, and I've loved both of my plays. I mean, it's 2 plays.
The first couple of times, well, obviously the buildings were different when we played, and the game has been developed over the time that we played it. Because
BGA,
and that's worth talking about also.
Yeah.
We heavily played it a lot, and we played a lot with the other buildings. And what we noticed was when you have a group that plays a lot together, that you tend, if you are using the same buildings, you tend to start developing very certain strategies, and adding those buildings in then redevelops those strategies, like the timeline does.
And you were talking about like they had this up like either right after it was on Kickstarter, during Kickstarter,
it was in beta on BGA from it was right when they launched a Kickstarter essentially, and so the Kickstarter ran from it was like early 2021 was it? No, it wasn't 19. It was before. 20. It was after. Whenever it was, but like they got so many people playing it and so much data that they were able to like identify
tweak some of the buildings, right, or departments.
They tweaked some buildings. They also tweaked the map slightly in terms of like where some points are.
Yeah, they moved a few of these.
Yeah, some of the transportation bonuses.
This choke point changed, and it for the better.
And like just that slight balancing, like. That I would love for more people, more like publishers to do that sort of thing. To do like be willing to put a game out there and say, okay, well let's find like I'm sure that they did a ton of play testing, in real life and to get it to the point that it was at the time that they put it on BGA. But those small tweaks are things that. Will avoid those issues going forward, right? It'll just that's super nice that they did that, and it also gave them reasonable publicity for the Kickstarter campaign,
There's no downside.
Yeah.
So the player boards.
Oh yeah.
So they have this little backing on it, which is completely unnecessary. Let me go ahead and stress that. But it makes it to where these things slide inside the board. Yeah. Like as opposed to just sliding underneath, like in a La Granja or whatever, right? Yeah. And everything comes punched. Like this isn't sponsored. I'm giving props. Everything comes punched. I talked about that. And the insert, it's pretty.
Yeah, the production is exceptional.
I mean, this is fantastic that you can just pull this right out of the box.
Yeah, and all the buildings are right there, and boom, yeah.
And when it came, because it wasn't punched, and I know all board gamers go through this, it completely punched, and I want to punch stuff because as a board gamer, you get it, you smell it, you open it up, you crack it, and it was all done. Like I literally opened those trays, and I was like, oh, I can start playing this right now.
At a certain point, I feel
Perseverance took a little time. Trick carrying took a little time.
Where I'm at, I appreciate that now to where I'm like, yeah, great, awesome.
What I thought you were going to say is that because it came pre-punched, it saved a lot of effort on your thumbs. Right?
It did.
And
It totally
with that saved
did.
effort, you could just give the stream some thumbs.
Yeah, which you should.
Nice touch. I appreciate that. Yeah. So there you go. Hey, Carnegie, we really like it. I mean, like I said, I've heard that the 2-player game plays really well. The 3-player, I feel like, is the sweet spot in this game.
Really, it's
4-player,
I do enjoy 4 a lot.
Yeah.
it just runs a little long.
I played single player twice. I mean, played twice online, and I felt like Alyssa was saying, sometimes the game itself gives you the exact same feeling that you get when a bunch of players are just like, oh, they're doing that, and now I can't go that direction. So.
And I'm streaming that tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, you guys, you get to see you make
Right.
those faces.
Oh, I have no doubt. I've yet to play it solo, and there's a little, it's 2 pages in the back of the rule book for the solo game, so it shouldn't be too hard.
It's easy.
The scalability on the 4-player is basically everywhere you see the weight discs. That's just a player. That's it. That's pretty much it. But yeah, there you go. That's Carnegie. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. If you did enjoy the stream, like they say, consider giving us your thumbs. Subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you get notified, because apparently it worked for Rocky tonight, so that's good.
And if you like my shirt, it's on BGG store. It's the Victory Point shirt. So just a little shout out to.
I didn't even notice that
Neither
until
did
just
I.
now.
Yeah, the little meeples on there. I didn't
Yeah,
even
so
know.
it's meeples and stuff, and I mean,
Nice.
I think Luda Cherry does a really good job with some of their shirts and stuff like that. So,
All right.
I'll shout out.
Consider supporting the show. Patreon.com/HCHQ. In fact, we just got one, so Unclub Bro did something. So thank you. Appreciate the support.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Do
Welcome.
that. It helps us keep the show running. So certainly do appreciate it. So I'll be back tomorrow at noon-ish with the solo game, and then this weekend we got a whole bunch of. A lot of solo stuff coming up in the near future, so keep an eye out for that if you were so inclined. I'm Edward.
I'm Derek.
Troy.
All right, y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, you'll see. You get the idea. Tomorrow.
We'll be in chat
Yeah,
watching you.
So yeah, all right. That was good. That was you gave those 2 little points everywhere.
Yeah.
2 points. 2 points.
Yeah.
2 points. That made the difference.
Yeah,
That was well done. Well done. That was good.
It's a strong strategy.